Her stalker showed up to their house with a shotgun, blowing open their front door. Rob Majuri says he grabbed his own gun and shot the intruder. Majuri says authorities have told him that he's protected by Florida's Stand Your Ground law, and he's not been charged with any crime.
ABC's Janae Norman. Rena Roy, ABC News.
On our first date, we had masks on and kept 6 feet apart. Now, we're a lot closer.
Just like Cliff and Deb, thousands of singles over 50 found their perfect match on Silver Singles last year.
I feel like I'm 20 years old again, and I'm pretty sure she feels the same way.
Rediscover the magic of dating with Silver Singles, the exclusive community for singles over 50. Sign up today and receive daily matches you won't want to miss at silversingles.com/radio. silversingles.com/radio.
Hola, Carla speaking.
Carla's roofing company always goes above and beyond.
Yeah, we heard about next week's forecast.
She needs a new foreman to weather a storm of projects.
You mean another full crew before Wednesday? Mira, Jose, can you work Wednesday?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
KHOW News Time, 10:03.
A tentative contract deal has been reached between Albertsons Safeway and its unionized workers in Colorado and Wyoming. Workers in the United Food and Commercial Workers Local 7 will vote next week on the proposed 3-year agreement. Union President Kim Cordova says it's the richest Safeway Albertsons contract in the country, and she notes that it was secured without the need for a strike. The agreement covers 51 stores. King Soopers workers recently did go on strike before reaching a new contract. The FBI says the so-called Bushy Brows bandit has been arrested after a string of bank robberies in Metro Denver.
No details, not even his name, were released, but they say the Bushy Brows bandit was taken into custody without incident. The Fed said the Douglas County SWAT team and Parker Police helped with the arrest.
Reporter Kathy Walker. Sports, the Nuggets are on the All-Star break. Avs are off tonight, and the CU Buff men played last night. They beat Cal 70-62 in college basketball. That's the latest. I'm Pat Woodard.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Spa Palace.
Delay if you are heading along westbound I-70 up into the higher elevations. We have about a 38-minute delay now on westbound I-70 between the El Rancho exit and Central City Parkway with some extra heavy traffic. Now here in town, I-25 traffic a little slow southbound through downtown, but overall it's a good drive. Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather, sunny today, a high near 50, and then a beautiful weekend ahead, dry with temperatures near 60 both days, followed by an Arctic blast early next week. Currently, it's 40. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 KHOW.
Spa Palace for 38 years has been the trusted source for all your hot tub and swim spa needs. They offer the most trusted brand, Jacuzzi Hot Tubs, a leader in performance with clean water hydrotherapy, a brand you can trust from friends you can trust. Spa Palace, spapalace.com for locations.
If you are looking for a deal, the art of granite. You can get prices on the phone. You don't have to run all over and shop around. Call. Think about that. You call up, give him measurements, you can send him a photo. He'll give you prices. Always wholesale on the counter material. He serves the mountain communities and the Front Range. Quotes on the phone, 303-386-5919. The bathroom's free when you have the kitchen done. He will tear out and haul away everything free. 303-386-5919. Open every day except Sunday. TheArtOfGranite.com.
What's up, Nuggets fans? It's Jamal Murray here to tell you about Orchard. If you're looking to buy a home but want to skip all the stress, it's time for a mid-game adjustment. Orchard lets you move into your new home before you even sell your old one. Orchard turns you into a cash buyer so you can win in a competitive market. And it doesn't cost you any more money than traditional real estate. Orchard is the same game, but new rules. So get out there and win the home you want.
Orchard, the new way to home, is a proud partner of the Denver Nuggets. Get started at Orchard.com.
We've become so much more than a fixed frequency from a radio tower. Take your...
That's the bars right there. It's not stupid.
Thousands of devices. Listen to Denver's talk station from anywhere. KHOW.com. Denver's talk station is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Family. That's family. Enter it now at KHOW.com. Keep listening to it with a $12K a day giveaway.
Showtime, Thomas.
Inflation is wildly exaggerated.
Who said that?
Yahoo Finance. Idiots.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. Welcome to the show this hour, brought to you by RealCBDThatWorks.com. And I hope you order this. We were just talking about how you can't talk about some stuff on the air, like for COVID. And Oregon State University did a test of CBD, and they found in laboratory testing, it hasn't been done on human subjects yet, but in laboratory testing, that CBD blocks viruses from entering human cells. Now, obviously, no one is saying you do this instead of a vaccine or instead of other treatment, but it's a fact. State University of Oregon, or Oregon State University, and CBD. So RealCBDThatWorks.com, Panacea, they did a viral formula, antiviral formula, and it'll help. They can say that because of the laboratory tests. They can also say that they have anti-inflammatory, anti-pain properties, anti-anxiety properties, and also a cosmetic line now. So, RealCBDThatWorks.com. Put Tom in the promo code, get 30% off. Welcome to the show. Today's car day. Kevin Calkin is with us from Sheridan Auto Tech. And we're going to do this follow-up because we're dying to hear what happened. Basically, I want to recap it because it defies description. We have a guy who called, a truck driver, hardworking guy, good guy, Howard. And Howard bought a 2013 Silverado with 115,000 miles. The engine blew. A week or two later, he bought it from Ghent Motors. Now, I'm not even saying Ghent did anything wrong. They had a warranty on it, but he decided to trade it. They said, we'll trade it. He was into that truck for $41,500. Even though he was told the purchase price was $30,000. He was into it for $41,500 with a $10,000 down payment, $1,500 trade, a positive trade, and $30,000 loan. So then he traded it on a 2016 Sierra, walked out of there with a $54,000 loan. Take that $54,000, add his original $10,000 down payment and $1,500. He was into that 2016 for $65,500. We got involved because we thought this was horrendous and Ghent said, I'm going to take care of him. We're going to pay off those loans and get him in a 2022 Chevy Silverado. However, when we looked at the deal, he was going to come out of that truck being $72,979 into that truck. Now, here's what that includes. A $61,479 loan, his original $10,000. Remember, he put $10,000 down and $1,500 in a trade. So when all is said and done, when Ghent said they were canceling those previous deals and crediting him, they really were not. What they were doing is sending him out the door with a $44,000 truck. Actually, they say it was more like $50,000 or whatever. And they were overcharging him, and he was being charged $72,900. Now, we wanted to know, because cars and trucks are being sold for more than sticker now, to be fair, we did a survey of Chevy dealers and could not find one of those Chevy trucks, not one of them, over $60,000. Not one of them. In fact, not one. He's paying $72,900. Now, what I'm saying is this man continually got spanked by Ghent. Now, Ghent is in Greeley, and I go on tirades about car dealers in Greeley and Longmont, and I'm serious. If you listen to this show over the years, Greeley and Longmont probably have, in complaints, 10-1 over the entire Denver metro area. Now think of that. Think of how small Greeley and Longmont is compared to Denver. Yet, in car complaints for dealers, there's probably a 10-to-1 ratio. For every one complaint we get here in Denver, we get 10 out of Greeley or Longmont. That's incredible. That's incredible. I don't know if it's in the water up there. People go and open up a dealership, and then, I don't know.
I'm not exaggerating. It's true.
It's true. Now, and I don't know if it's exactly 10-to-1. What I'm saying is it's so more than Denver. Just on raw numbers alone, not per capita, in raw numbers. It's like if I took all the Concard plates in a year, they mostly come out of Greeley and Longmont. Think about that. Think about how large Denver is, Castle Rock area. You can even throw in Colorado Springs. Okay, so Greeley, Longmont, number 1 in car complaints, gross, not per capita. Colorado Springs, number 2. Denver Metro is pretty damn good when it comes to car complaints.
I think there's just more competition in Denver.
Maybe, I don't know.
Step up.
I'm not saying they're all saints. I'm just saying it's way better. Now, I'm going to check with Howard now. Howard is the one that bought that truck. Now, Howard, we advised. Now, here's what's sad. Even though you were driving away from that place being $72,900 into a 2022 Chevy Silverado, we thought it was at least better than being $65,500 into a 2016 GMC Sierra. So no matter what, it was the best deal from Ghent, but still a bad deal. I hope you understand that. What ended up happening, Howard?
Well, I went up there and sat down, and I had a good night of plowing snow to think about everything.
Now, you understand, though, what we were telling you about how much you were into each truck, right? We sorted the numbers out for you. Okay.
I do. And I went ahead and told them, keep my $11,000, buy your stinking truck back, and walked out.
You know what? That's probably the smartest thing you could do, because keeping your $11,000 and then you buying a truck, you're going to be better off than 72. You know what? That's probably the smartest thing. I know that sounds terrible, but now if he buys a truck at a reasonable price, he'll be normal. He'll have actually.
That's how bad a deal he had.
He had such a bad deal that paying them the $10,000 that he put down, or the $11,500 with the trade, is better. Now, if we analyze the trade, he got spanked for even more than $11,500, because the trade he traded in, what did you trade in that was paid off?
Okay, I traded in an RX 350, 2007.
What do you think that was worth? More than $1,500?
Anything running today's $4 or $5 grand.
Yeah, but they gave him $1,500. Now, I don't know what condition it was in. Well, how many miles were on it?
It had like 193.
Well, maybe 1,500 isn't terrible. Okay, so let's say 11,500 then. Let's say you sacrificed 11,500 to learn an important lesson. Now do me a favor, Howard. Let us. I want to get a broker on JFR Cars. They're also dealers. I want him to do a special favor for us and get you the best deal possible. Honest to God, you deserve it.
Well, I thank you very much, Tom. I really do appreciate that.
And I don't know what he can do, but I'm going to ask. I'm serious. Or we're going to call Purifoy Chevrolet. They're good people. Hey, Suze, let's start with JFR Cars. All right? Howard, hang on. I'm Tom Martino.
We need to send them to the right place to buy a new car.
I wish we could get part of that down. I wish we get part of that down.
They should. I mean, they can't keep his money.
Yeah, but they can, because he had he's had 2 trucks. I mean, look, he's made so many mistakes, Kevin.
Securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Inc., a broker dealer, member FINRA SIPC, investment advisor representative, Cambridge Investment Research Advisors Inc., a registered investment.
I think that the Springs has a lot of bad deals.
You can sell your house
the conventional way. You know, Frank Duran, the real estate man, he'll give you a market valuation of your home to tell you what it could sell for, but that takes a while. Even people who say that they sell their house in a few hours, you have to wait maybe a month or more for closing and inspections and loan approvals. But HomeVestors has another way. And I say you can't get hurt by calling them. Who knows? If you have an older home, maybe, deferred maintenance, you want to get out of town, you're in a hurry, they might give you just the price you want. No matter what, give them a call. 800-44-BUYER. You can't go wrong. 800-44-BUYER, because all you have to say is no if you don't like the price. 800-44-BUYER. You know what I like? I like being out of pain. Oh, thank God. Now, I'm going to make sure I don't injure myself again. I just got over this shoulder thing. Every time I have pain, I go to Colorado Pain Care. I hope you don't go as often as me, but I do know I'm happy they're there, and I'm serious. ColoradoPainCare.com. On speed dial for me, 303-GOT-PAIN. They deal in pain, chronic pain that's been there a long time, or acute pain, comes and goes maybe with an injury. It's a big detractor from life. They work on it, and they have all kinds of methods, both less invasive, more invasive, and physical therapy at a doctorate level. 2 locations, Lakewood and Denver, under one roof. They have all of their services. 303-GOT-PAIN. Mention Martino, you get a free stainless steel water bottle on your first visit. 303-GOT-PAIN.
So you think that the Springs has a lot of, I'm thinking because there's so many service members there that are young and ignorant, and they take advantage of these guys.
There's also a big Christian population who gets taken advantage of. Hate to say it.
Oh, you think so? Because, like, let's say,
do you know that the most loving, religious, spiritual people, not just Christian, the most loving spiritual people over my years have been the ones more duped than cynical sons of bitches.
Well, yeah, because they're trusting.
It's amazing the study of human nature and psychology I had in my 40-some years. It really is.
Yeah.
I have Ron on, but I don't know the question because I was on the phone.
Yeah, it's just general. It'll be fine. Just tell him we're looking to source something for a guy.
Okay.
Cynics are generally opportunists. Cynical people are generally opportunistic people.
Yeah, but they're also, they ask, I mean, we call some of them, they're so cynical, like this Drew guy. And well, he's weird because he's also religious, or he says he is. But these people are, most cynical people or mean people or angry people, they might be bad customers, but they very seldom get ripped off.
Well, do you think it has to do with where you were brought up? Like, people from New York, Boston, Chicago tend to be more cynical growing up in a big city. I'm not sure why. But that seems...
Except upstate there. Well, they are.
Well, I'm not talking about upstate.
No, but they are. No, they are. The whole Eastern attitude is less sheep-like. It is. I don't know about the West Coast. They're pretty sheep-like. I mean, you can really rip people off in California. That's why most of them, if you look where most people are, most rip-offs are in Vegas, California, and Florida. That's where they're centered.
Florida, I think, because the age is more important.
California, that Pacific Ocean has most people's minds just moving flat.
Most rip-offs, though, are headquartered in California and Florida. And there's some Vegas, and I don't know why. I think that's just...
I get a lot of calls from people in the Midwest.
But where in the Midwest?
All Midwest. Ohio, Indiana.
Yeah, but there are phone calls and shit. There's not people headquartered there doing rip-offs.
No, but those are the people that get calls from.
Because they're trusting.
Yeah. Missouri.
I know my kid goes to a Christian school, but...
Which school is he going to?
Lutheran high school. But here's what I was going to say this and preface it. I don't think it's because it's a Christian school, because I've met many of his other friends outside of school, and Jay Brett's kids, and all these other kids I know. Younger people seem to be more conservative. Now, you may say that's because, Tom, your friends might be conservative. Their kids, they're here now. So that could be. But first of all, I don't think myself is ultra-conservative. I mean people alone.
I think you're like me. You're a libertarian.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to get into people's lives. I want to love people and let them live the life they want.
Well, you know how cynical I am, right?
Yeah.
And we sent our kid to Regis.
Be the best person. But could he opt out of theology?
No, he said, when he went to service, he just sat there and did his own thing.
I think if you're going to have a school and pay tuition, if you don't want to go, unless they can make the rules, I guess. But I often wondered why, because we wanted, Stephanie's son. Those services.
I just said, you just listen to it, and did him no harm.
Tom Martino here.
We're here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. If you're on the line, hang on the line. I promise I will get to you. But anyway, we had a guy who's been ripped off, Howard. And he has been so ripped off. Rod is with JFR Cars. He's a dealer, but they also can help broker cars. They can find cars. Howard got so ripped off. I mean, to really sum it up, this one dealer, Gent in Greeley, kept him on the string. They sold him a 2013 that went bad. They sold him a 2016, and he was into it for $65,500. We raised hell, and then they said, "Oh, we'll get you in a 2022." But he was going to be into this 2022 Silverado. To make a long story short, they just kept piling it on. He's going to be into it. He was going to be into it for like $73,000. Yeah. So it's a Silverado, right? So listen, here's the deal. He said he decided to just tell him to shove it, and they can keep his $10,000 down in his $1,500 trade. He just lost $11,500. But you know what? As crazy as it sounds, he's better off losing $11,500 and getting out of that deal, because he is so underwater with a 2022 Chevy Silverado whose MSRP is $44,600. He's so underwater at $73,000 that I think even if he takes this $11,500 and imagine, in his imagination, he puts it on the basis of his next truck, he'll be better off than $73,000, right? Especially if he. Or are you going to tell me trucks are so hard to get right now? He may, because he's willing to start over is what I'm asking. And if he was going to start over, I wanted you to help him find something and do the best deal you could for this guy. And I know you will if you tell me you will, Rod, even if he has to order one. But what are your thoughts? And I know you're always candid and honest. I mean, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, if we order one, we can definitely control the pricing. Some of these trucks are doing $5,000 over MSRP, but if I order,
do you realize $5,000 over MSRP would have been okay? This is like $30,000 over MSRP.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing. So, so we can definitely do that for him and get him into a situation where
can you get at least MSRP? Do you think?
Yeah, I should be able to get to MSRP. I mean, I just got one from another dealership, so as long as we order it, we can pull that off.
So, Howard, can you wait to order something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, you don't understand this. I mean, Rod could get more money than this because they're all going for more. He could stock it, buy it, order it, charge more, and get it. So he would be doing you a tremendous favor. I know it doesn't sound like it, but in today's market, if you can order something and get it for a defined price, it's going to be about half the price. They are not quite half, but way cheaper than what they sold it to you for. But how much down does he have to put nowadays, Rod? What's your credit, Howard?
Well, provided they did everything they said, it should still be $800.
Okay, so
he doesn't have to put any money down with that kind of credit score.
See, I think what I want you to do, Howard, I want you to talk to Rod Greer. Now, listen, I mean, this is where I can say that, and you don't have to call me and check on everything because he's golden, and at least let him try, because I'm so afraid you're going to get ripped off again.
Me too. Believe that. Me too.
Okay. And Howard, just to allay your fears, when he says he's doing this and cutting it to the quick, he is, and I'm not making a dime on this. I'm genuinely concerned for you. So I want you to call him. And JFR Cars, you can find Rod over there at 303-520-6839. And Rod, to make sure it is Howard, Suze is going to talk to you because I don't expect you to do this for everyone, although you will get great deals. I will tell you that. So, Howard, you identify yourself, and Suze is going to tell you how to get a hold of Rod privately there. And the JFR Cars is 303-520-6839. Okay, now, Joe wants my opinion on a car dealer. Speaking of car dealers, go ahead. What's going on, Joe?
Yeah, hey, Tom, I'm looking to buy a 96 Chevy Astro van from Stan's Auto Sale in Westminster.
Now, you're looking at a used one, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
1996.
I don't know
And
stands I don't know stands one way or another. So it's really hard to keep track of absolutely everyone out there. But I would happily analyze the deal for you. What are they offering on this? What year is it?
96.
It's a 1996.
Now, are you going that old? Are you going that old because you can't afford anything else?
Yes, correct.
How many miles on this van?
117,000 miles.
Now, Kevin, what can you expect on that? Seriously, Kevin, is the Astra van? I don't recall that being any hardy vehicle.
It's actually not bad.
Okay, good.
It's a good little motor.
What would you think about it at 116,000?
He's probably going to experience some leaks and other things, fairly minor. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a pretty good engine.
I like it, yeah.
Okay, good. How much are they proposing you pay for this?
$6,990.
That's not terrible, man. I mean, 96 maybe. I mean, she doesn't say. I mean, how old is it? It's 16 years, is it? No, 15 years.
Is it all-wheel drive or two-wheel drive?
That I don't really know.
That is the most important fact.
Sure.
But are you going to finance this?
No, pay cash.
Then be careful here. You got to get that checked. Usedcarcheckout.com. That's Norris at SOS Inspections. Have him check it out. It'll cost I think it's I don't forget, 150 or something.
Right in that range.
And he'll go to the dealer and get it checked. And if Stan won't let him, don't buy it. It's that easy. But 6 is a little 6 is a little high. But nowadays, anything under 10. I mean, things are going higher. Kevin, those used to be, well, I don't know, 96. So it doesn't actually have high mileage for that year.
No, mileage is good. Yeah. But a good idea with Norris. He'll find it. If there's a problem, he'll find it.
Have Norris look at it. If it's in pretty good shape, you just got to, I don't know, have you shopped around at all?
Yes.
Well,
I have.
Is this a pretty good deal?
The price is, it's good. I just didn't know their reputation.
I don't know I don't know. Did you look online to see any reviews?
They have very good reviews.
They do?
Yeah, 800, 4.5 stars.
Oh, my goodness. They have really good reviews. Hey, maybe you found a gem there, bro.
Well, I hope so. I'll
Joe, do me a favor.
Use
usedcarcheckout.com. It's SOS Inspections. Please have the car inspected, okay? Now, Jeff's got a 96 Toyota Corolla. How many miles on that one, Jeff?
Oh, hi, yeah. The car had 200,000 miles on it, but he put a new engine in it, a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, okay.
The engine only had 100,000.
How much does the new engine have on it?
Oh, I think I put about 5,000 miles on it so far.
And what about the transmission? How many miles? Just curious.
Well, I think the car had close to 200,000 miles on the body.
How's it running? Pretty good?
It runs fine. It runs just great, but it has a fast idle.
A fast idle could be anything, right, Kevin? Is that a computer in that year or not?
Oh, yeah, they all have some form of a computer. A lot of fast idle issues are vacuum leaks. You got to check that thoroughly because that'll cause it to bump up. Is it all the time or when it's warm or cold or?
It gets worse when it gets cold. It seems to want to vibrate a little bit, too, when it gets cold.
Sure. I'd suspect a vacuum leak to start with. I mean, it's something you can look at.
Yeah. Well, yeah, how do you check the vacuum leak?
How about this? How about having a mechanic, you don't want to take it somewhere. Is that what I'm getting?
Well, I could, but I need to find out what the problem is. I don't want to pay him $150 and say, oh, there's nothing wrong with your car, you know?
Or $150 to say you got to spend $2,000.
Sure.
Now, okay, you heard me talk about used car checkout? Well, they charge. Everyone charges. They can come and do a diagnostic on one item wrong or whatever's wrong. Here's what I want to know, Jeff. It's almost impossible I mean, if they have, well, let me ask Kevin. Kevin, if he drove in, is it something that can be quickly diagnosed, do you think, with a reader on the computer or looking or sounding, or something that has to be torn into?
Well, we get data first. We see if the idle's caused by too lean, too rich, and then we can direct it from there. But typically, a good mechanic still needs an hour or two with a vehicle,
no matter what,
to come up with a solution.
So what does that cost, an hour
or
two?
Well, we ask for $150,
okay.
For the initial inspection.
Jeff, are you saying you're unwilling to pay $150 for diagnostics anywhere?
Well, I live in the Springs here. I think it's...
Well, Honest Accurate Auto.
to 150.
Call Honest Accurate Auto, and whatever they say is honest. I mean, they're really good people. Call them and see. But Jeff, we don't know what to tell you, man, because there's no way that see, this is where I think consumers get a bit unreasonable. They want your services, but they don't want to pay for them. They don't look at diagnostics as part of the service. They look at diagnostic as first tell me. Now, are there any shops that do free diagnostics? Now, I know that, he used to advertise 1 hour of free diagnostics.
Mark?
Yeah, Mark over at Budget 81 Transmission and Auto Repair. I don't know if he still does that.
I don't know, yeah.
It's hard to do.
Well, the best mechanics in my shop are the diagnostic guys.
Yeah.
They get the most money. They're paid because they're...
Yeah, really and you can't have them searching around this car for an hour.
Exactly.
Okay.
But a good diagnosis saves money.
I know it does.
If you're going to hunt and pack and buy parts,
Jeff,
and hang parts, in the end, you spend more than if you just do it right.
At least he gave you a hint. Most of it's caused by a vacuum leak. What are some of the other reasons?
Use a little bit of brake cleaner, spray it around.
Spray the brake cleaner around.
Jumps up.
See if it cleans out some of the... what else other than a vacuum leak? What could it be?
Timing.
Yep, it could be timing. Mm-hmm. What else? Anything come to mind? That's about it, really, right?
Yeah, unless it's just a massive misadjustment in cables or something very obvious, yeah.
Yeah, when was the last time you did anything to this maintenance-wise? Preventive maintenance.
I think you just put a motor in, that's what he said.
Well, no, the guy before him.
As a mechanic, you put a motor in.
Wait, did you put the motor... Hold on, did you put the motor in it, or did the guy before you put the motor in?
Well, the guy bought it from the motor in. It had low mileage. He put a whole bunch of other new stuff in, a radiator and a bunch this and that.
Did the fast idle just happen all at once?
Well, I don't know what you mean, but
did you just
when
notice
I drive it kind of goes away, but when I come to a stop sign and all that, it kind of, you could hear it vibrating or just a fast idle.
And how fast of an idle? Do you have an RPM gauge?
Well, it's above average, but it's not super fast, but it's just fast enough to be irritating.
It could be something very minor, but again, good luck to you on playing the guessing game and then chasing things, because that's what it turns out to be.
I mean, this poor fucking guy. I mean,
yeah.
Quiet over there, Doc. What's up?
It's almost the same logic.
I'm not a car person.
You know, at 150, you spend checking.
I have my Subaru, gets me from here to there. Great cars, and I don't worry about it.
He's got that 50-mile-an-hour tape post, half of it. You got that bumper fixed, didn't you?
Well, I got all the front fixed.
You didn't fix the back while they had it?
No.
Doc.
The back doesn't bother me. The front
you can't see it while you're driving, so it's not there.
Exactly.
I got to replace my little 99 though. I got to.
You got to buy a new car?
I have to get another car and get my ass.
Well, I meant to. You. Yeah. Call JFR, see what he'll do for you. What are you looking at? What kind of car? Anything?
Something in the line of SUVs.
Document you're doing a Subaru.
Okay, seriously, get a Subaru Outback.
Outback Supers are both cool. I like them both.
They're great cars, right, Kev?
You know, so many people have 401ks, they have SEPs, they have IRAs, they have pension plans, they have Social Security, Medicare. Do they have someone, though, to coordinate everything? You may even have an estate plan. You may even have some other kind of plan. Here's the deal. Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies, what their function is to look at everything you have, not just your investments. They look at Social Security. Are you taking it the right way? Do you have maximum benefits, Medicare supplements, insurance, annuities, long-term care, estate planning? Retirement planning is a big puzzle. They coordinate everything. And, you know, they're very transparent on how they charge. They will totally go over everything with you with free meetings, as many as it takes for you to be comfortable before you hire them. But I want them to look over all of my stuff and be my quarterback, and you should too. rpcenter.com, rpcenter.com, 970-663-3211. A family-owned and operated team, father, son, and son-in-law. They're good people. 970-663-3211. And speaking of investing, you know, like Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies may recommend estate planning. They go to our Blake Harris, or they might go for a reverse loan and become the banker is an option. What is that? That's where you overfund life insurance for a tax-free savings account. You got to learn more. Plus, you can get an annuity. You can contribute over years and let it fester and grow for lifetime income when you retire, or you can put in a lump sum or roll over a lump sum. That's mymoneymyway.com for more information. mymoneymyway.com.
So many people have
told me about Orchard, and no wonder. It's the new way to sell. For example, Orchard makes you a cash offer for your home, and if your home sells for more, you keep the difference. No longer do you have to choose between an easy home sale or the best price for your home. Let me tell you about Ruth, a recent Orchard customer.
Kevin, it's silly, but when he said what else could be wrong and you said timing, I wish you'd waited a couple seconds before you said it. Always a good joke.
Timing could be wrong. Got it.
Sell on market for more than their cash offer. Getting started is easy. You go online and enter your address at orchard.com. Takes just a couple minutes and lets you skip home listing hassles. If you're thinking about selling,
people are freaking out. Employment benefits are taxable this year, like last year. What do you mean I owe money?
Your car is worth more right now than
Unemployment benefits are taxable.
Yeah, we just
Never got enough.
last year they waived the taxable. And they stopped.
Nobody told me. From I-25 in Santa Fe.
Kevin Matthews seems to think that Howard's going to be back in a few months with $20K bill.
No, Matthew works with Rod.
No, Rod won't do it.
He's talking about the original dealer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, with the debt stuff.
Yeah,
oh, yeah. It's not.
That's right. No points, no fees. Hi, I'm Wesley Hoagland with Westland Financial, a trusted lender for over 20 years. Even if you refinance your...
You guys watch part of the Olympics?
Little bits and pieces, yeah.
Bits and pieces. What I think is amazing is the freestyle skiing, where they go 50 feet up in the air and they do like 3 twists and 4 somersaults. I mean, that is so weird to me. Not weird, just so scary to be 50 feet up in the air and doing somersaults. Well, that is crazy.
With nothing but compressed snow.
Yep, but I used to do it. Tim Ivers did that by accident.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. I don't like rolling around in the snow anyway. Skiing's not my thing.
No, but sitting in front of the fireplace with the window over here and a hot cocoa with the bourbon in it and stuff.
I think skiing's great. Great activity. I love it.
Screwed up my shoulder skiing and it's still messed up now. Seriously.
Well, that was kind of what did it for me too, because I was my ex-brother-in-law lives in Breck, and he's crazy skier. He used to do the Miller Speed skiing and stuff, you know, where they come down and shoot like 85 miles an hour. And so he was teaching my kids. Well, my ex, she had some problem with altitude, whatever, so we went to the emergency room, and I'm sitting in the lobby, this guy comes out, it was $2,700, and he's got this. Nick comes out on crutches, his bill's $5,000, and it's just like this steady flow of people coming at his emergency room, crippled.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Okay, now, I want to take people who've been waiting a while, and let's talk to Christopher. Go ahead, Christopher. What's going on?
Are you there, Tom?
Yes, sir. What's going on with you, Christopher?
Recently, I've been running into some situations with my current living situation, where I'm living at.
Okay, what's the situation, Christopher? Is it with the landlord or a neighbor?
It's with the landlord.
What's going on?
Well, during the pandemic, my family and I'm in a family of four. I got 2 little girls and my wife. We ran into some hard times with employment. I was working for a startup company. I was with them for 2 years. I finally got a paid position. They dissolved that position in 3 months. Overnight, January 3rd, I lost that position. So we ran into some financially hard times.
A lot of people had financial problems. You're not alone. So what happened then?
Well, we reached out to emergency rental assistance programs in Colorado to try and get some help for our back rent pay. And in doing that, the process, we need to get ledgers, because the landlord that I live with that I'm under currently doesn't actually provide the ledgers unless you really request them, So I had to request a updated ledger to reflect my balance due, so I could get that submitted to ERAP to get our back rent paid. And in the process of doing this, the ledgers that I'm receiving didn't reflect a lot of the payments that my family made during the year 2021. A lot of the credit that I should have received, because I also worked for this landlord at the location. I manage parking lot. I do background checks for previous, tenants that are hoping to move in. I monitor laundry room, everything.
Okay, so hold on. So here's what I hear. I hear that you had some problems and you did not pay all your rent, but I see that the landlord possibly is trying to be an opportunist, and they figure if you're going to get money, they're going to exaggerate how much you're owed, how much you owe.
How much I owe, so they submit that directly to the state, and the state pays it, based on the ledger, So I actually reviewed the ledger, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is incorrect. My balance should only be, it should have been zero.
You should have canceled checks or money orders or something to prove it.
I sent my landlord one of the receipts that I gave in a cash payment. So far, I'm digging through more money orders. Currently, I have my 1-year-old. I'm in a car driving. Just start my wife up at work.
Okay, listen. I don't mind that if you don't mind, Christopher. Don't worry about it, okay? So here's the deal, Christopher. And if you need me to put you on hold to talk to her or him, you can do that. But, you said 2 girls. Sorry. Now, here's the deal. Chris. I think right now, to be honest, what I would do first is let them pay the back rent if they're willing to do it, the agency, and not worry about the correct amount right now. Then I would go to the agency and say, I feel bad about this because I think the landlord exaggerated what I owed, and let them handle it the way they want, and you provide them with the proof. I think that will be the better way to go, because then you're not a bad guy, you're an honest guy.
Tom, because in the process of submitting the documentation to the agency that's going to help us, the first ledger I sent, that I had on record, and then I requested another one, so that the next one that came from the landlord totally contradicted the ledger that I had received in December. So that's where the discrepancy came in.
Well, hold on. Did the agency reject your claim because of the discrepancies?
No, I told the agency, hey, this amount is not reflecting my payments that I made in December, any of them. So I asked them not to pay that amount, because that's.
All right. Okay, Chris, in your efforts, to be a good guy, you may get evicted. What I need to know is, how much did they pay?
They're awaiting an updated ledger to reflect the actual.
No, I want to know, how much did the agency pay?
They have not paid anything yet.
Okay, here's what you do. Ask them for help. Leave it. Let the agency, they want to help you. Seriously, they do. I'm not kidding. The landlord does not. They do.
So if the agency pays that, and then my lease is up in March, and this landlord is I'm hearing they're trying to sell, where does that put me? I don't. They're probably not going to renew my lease as it is.
But Christopher,
so I'm looking at this
Christopher, listen carefully. Listen carefully, Christopher. Christopher, listen carefully. Hold on. I'm going to put you on hold for a few minutes. Talk to your daughter just for a few minutes. I'll come back to you. Hang on. Here's the deal, and I hope he's listening. He's going about this the wrong way. And first and foremost, no matter what they pay, have them pay it so you don't have a bad record so you can rent somewhere else. It is likely he may not renew or he may sell, but there is nothing you can do about that. Nothing. Okay? So that's just trying to joust with windmills.
Now, impact traffic. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com.
The biggest delay I'm seeing right now is on I-70 westbound up at the High Country. About a 22-minute delay now with your drive times westbound I-70 anywhere between El Rancho and Central City Parkway with some heavy holiday traffic. But back here in town, I-25 is looking good from C4 70 up to I-70 into the north suburbs. Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather, high near 50 today and dry with temperatures near 60 both days, but then followed by an Arctic blast early next week. It's 42.
Yeah, next week's going to be chilly.
Supposed to get snow on Monday.
Might have to put sleeves on, Doc.
There's Indeed. The hiring platform makes it easy to attract, screen.
That's I don't need a thermometer. I just need what you're wearing on a particular day.
Candidates on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit to get started.
All right. I have been talking about core scans now for a few months, and I want to report a few things to you. First and foremost, we have documented cases where people would have died if they hadn't had it done and started correcting it. One guy had to have surgery. The danger was so bad, but he is doing great. He's the one I use on my TV commercials. I'm telling you this. I hope you waste $189 for this scan. I hope nothing is found. But if you have soft plaque, dangerous soft plaque or light soft plaque, no matter what it is, you can get it dealt with, stopped and reversed. That's the message. $189 could save your life. It's painless, fast, and it is non-invasive. 15 minutes. 720-740-2663. 720-740-2663. Corescans.com without the E. Corescans.com. Blake Harris Law. That's who I go and we send our listeners to for estate planning. BlakeHarrisLaw.com. You know what I love about it? And we had one of our deputies go, maybe more, one that told me about it. And what he does is answers all of your questions. Then he said to this deputy, it'll be $2,500. That's it. You know exactly what it's going to be for everything he needed. Now, yours might be less, yours might be more, depending on how complicated it gets. But the great news is you get to ask your questions without pressure, and then he has a flat rate for everything he does. 833-ASK-BLAKE. An estate plan, it's not just a good idea, it's necessary. 833-ASK-BLAKE. You know, part of an estate, part of life is a home loan. Now, home loans come in all shapes and sizes. There is not one size fits all. That's why Ideal Home Loans has that name, because they pick the ideal home loan for you. Really, no other place really does this. They say they do, but 30 years fixed, 15 years fixed. You know, you get approved, that's it. When you're approved at Ideal, they go a step further. They tweak your credit legally, ethically, and quickly. Maybe you have to pay down a credit card by $40. Maybe you change an address somewhere or time that you were on the job. Whatever. They do it quickly to get you even better pricing on the back end. They also do other things for you, like a pre-approval, which is like a cash deal when you're out shopping. Or they let you pick your own term. And then you have the interest rate guarantee. If rates go down, they refinance you free of charge. That's why we call it IdealHomeLoans.com. First they listen, then they lend. IdealHomeLoans.com. 303-867-7000.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your
Hi, bro. I don't have marks, so I can't delete. You gotta piece. I'll go and fucking. Oh, I'll wait. This is almost the top of the hour. I'll wait. Guys, I'll leave it up to you because it's my treat. Pizza, yes, no.
None for me, thank you.
You're not going to eat it. You're going to have it.
I'm on my no carb diet.
Well, you scrape it.
Yeah, I don't want to eat this, but thanks anyway.
Kev.
Yeah, I'll do pizza with it.
Yeah, I'll eat a little. Don't get too much though.
No, just a piece or two. Yeah.
One large.
Yep.
He was just looking for somebody to join in so he could order it.
I'm also doing my intermittent fasting, so I don't eat from 8 p.m. until 2 p.m.
Okay.
So it really gets the weight off quick between exercise and the intermittent fasting and no carbs.
My girlfriend is my biggest problem with carbs.
She likes carbs.
Well, no, she's the kind that'll take a cookie and break it in half, and then eat it. I'm so full. Just like a
Oh my goodness! Why is that? That's aggravating. Aggravating, huh?
Well, no, but she likes having snacks in the house, and I hate it. Like,
so does my wife, and like.
Just don't eat it.
We'll be walking through the dang store, and she'll be looking at the, don't you want this, don't you want that? And I'm like, I don't want any of it.
Yeah.
And then, or she'll come in with bags full of everything, and I'm like, who's going to eat all that?
Yeah. Yep. No, exactly.
What's that?
We're talking about wives buying cars.
Yeah, snack crap in the house. And
if it's in the house, it's a temptation for me. I don't even have it.
No, I'm with
I have all keto snacks, and I don't eat carbs hardly ever. Really?
Yeah. No, she likes.
I have trace carbs.
You do the I do the intermittent fasting as well. So I don't eat from 8 p.m. until 2 p.m. the next day.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah, well, you can do that. If you can eat only between 2 and 8, that is wonderful.
But here's what I do. There's no temptation to eat here because it's 4 hours. So if I go to bed at midnight and I get up at 9 o'clock, 9 hours of sleep, I only have a couple of hours to go until I can eat again. So when I get home, I usually make myself a cheese omelet, and then I have a meat and vegetable for dinner. And the intermittent fasting really works.
Yeah, it really does. It doesn't just work. I'm not even talking weight. I'm talking for your health. It's good for you. Isn't it funny we used to think meals all day?
Yeah, you got to eat little ones all day.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK. 713-825. Hey, Christopher, I'm back with you, man. So listen, are you there? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, Christopher, I think you're looking at a battle that hasn't come yet, but it has nothing to do with the other one. What I would do, I think you're fighting too much at this point. You're saying, what good is it if I pay everything anyway? He's going to make me move. Well, maybe he will, but so what? You still owe that money, and you don't want a black eye going into another place.
Not at all. That's not the intention. The fraudulent amounts that are on the ledgers. I feel
how much of a difference is there, Christopher? Let's say, how much do you owe compared to what they say you owe?
I on my ledgers, according to December, it should be $2,000. Going into March, it will be another $1,325. I get the $325 off, so it'll be another $1,000. It should be $3,000 by March. I'm getting a ledger balance right now. The first one was $3,350. I sent her some receipts. She knocked it down to $2,670.
Here's Christopher. What's the difference? That's all I need to know. I need to know the difference between what they say you owe. I'm talking about the landlord and what you think you owe.
About $670.
It's not worth fighting. I swear to you, it's not worth fighting at this point. I am telling you, Christopher, let that agency pay whatever they're going to pay, and don't interfere with it. And then try to get your lease renewed if you want to, or start looking for a place now. Don't be blindsided by this with two little girls. Now, here's what I need to know. Without assistance, you're talking about January, February, and March. Are you not able to pay your normal rent right now going forward?
January 3rd, I lost my office intern position. They dissolved the position overnight.
So what are you going to do now, though? Like, let's just say they pay everything. What are you going to do for April?
I'm not sure yet. Going forward, I'm trying to find jobs. My wife's still working. So
there are so many jobs, Christopher. There are so many jobs. What specifically are you trying to find? Let's help you. What?
Well, right now, I have to watch two little girls 4 days a week, sometimes 5.
Well, then you can't work.
I switched my whole career. June of 2020, I had an injury at a job I had previously.
But Christopher, I don't know.
Out of work, I can't do manual labor, so I had to go remote.
So Christopher, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You are going to get evicted, even if you get this assistance. This is a one-time assistance. They're not going to keep paying. So I don't know if you're I don't know why you're calling. Actually, I know what you meant by they're paying for your rent, but I don't know what the deal is. You have more of a problem going forward than you do for the past. Let them pay the past.
Maybe you're not understanding the fact that I've been paying in the past. I paid cash money.
But what does that have to do with April? What does that have to do with April? That's what I'm asking you, Christopher.
It prevents me from wanting to give landlord any type of payment if it's not going on my ledger off my balance. It's like, where's my money going?
Christopher,
you understand what I'm talking
Christopher, listen, what I'm saying is this. You have to figure out it. If you're saying to me, Tom, because this landlord is lying about what I owed in the past, I'm not going to pay the future, then you're going to be evicted. That will not be a legal excuse that you can use.
So even if they're submitting fraudulent documents,
that's right. That's right. Even if that's right. Even if the landlord lied or miscalculated by $600 or $1,000 or $1,500, it does not relieve you from paying rent in April. See, I think you're trying to cloud the issue because you can't pay rent going forward, and you're trying to use the past as an excuse or to get more credit for the future. It doesn't... well, you're not going to, Christopher. I'm sorry. It's not going to work. I'm your friend telling you this. I am trying to save you the heartache of eviction when it's too late to do something about it. Let them pay the rent. Then worry about paying April by some kind of a remote job or whatever you can do. But you say you have to babysit. I don't know if there is an answer.
Do roller coaster stock market...
But I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to say, I want that credited toward April.
If it was that, I would have done this. Yeah.
No, he's trying to say, okay, if you're going to get out money, then put it toward April. That's what he's trying to say. That's exactly what he's trying to say.
Because his wife is working during the day. He can work at night.
Yes.
Take a night shift.
Yes. Would you open your email for me?
Yes.
I just wanted to ask you...
but I'm sure he's...
I loved working.
I just sent it like a
when I
minute
was,
ago.
in my residency and internship, I loved taking the night shift. Gave me all day to go out and have fun,
When I first tried to
started
my business, I was working at UPS.
This sucks here. The way our internal...
Because I couldn't afford the health insurance
for the
kids and my wife.
There.
So I was out there doing that, working this job, my shop. So
Not at this. Look
I
at
would
this.
say
okay.
95% that
That was your P&L, but just open that email Which number do you want me to make sure figure off of? What was left in the checking or what from your net income? I can only imagine you had more.
No, what was in checking? Because I left money in last year, so that'll make up for it.
Okay,
I
that's what I
forgot
thought.
to do this last year.
I was just making sure.
Tom, tell Christopher to get a night job. If his wife is working during the day, night shifts are so easy to get.
So what we're going to do is subtract the 401k, the 300, and then add back in the 15.
He can get a job at Amazon at the night in 10 minutes.
Sure.
It's hard though.
What's hard?
When people say they can't find work, what do you say, Khalid? When they say they can't find work, what do you think?
They're looking.
That's right.
I don't think they're looking, or they're on paper some kind of way to
Well,
keep
no, I
them
need
screwed
that
up.
stay-at-home job that I have to work 4 hours a week and maybe for a month.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that one to come.
Waiting for that job.
Yep.
Well,
I keep checking my emails.
I got it, but I still can't stay at home. Oh, man. No, they're on paper, man, and boy, it's giving grief. I know. Every time you turn, snap, snap,
like
snap.
that, it's like I think they want to evict me. It's like I'm pretty sure they want to evict you.
I didn't answer.
Just by the way you seem to do things.
Oh man, did you guys see that? Wherever it was, these two kids a black kid and a white kid get into a fight.
Oh yeah, the black kid's handcuffed and the white kid sitting on the couch.
Did you watch the video? Did you
I didn't.
see that?
I couldn't pull the video up.
That video was fucked up. Okay, these kids get to rock 'em, sock 'em, and then punch 'em. Okay, and then the two cops come and break them up. Okay,
So far, so good.
okay. The one cop slams the black kid down on the ground and starts to work on him, but you can see over the top the other cop was next to the other kid who's just looking. She walks away from that kid and gets on this kid's back, and this other kid is just sitting there like. And then he stands up and kind of walks toward him, and they just fucking ignored him.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Okay,
I don't understand the shit that goes on.
Hey,
Why
that
does
was
it
insane.
continue to go on?
That was insane.
I just
It was insane. It was crazy.
Well, remember we had that call about the kid outside of some nightclub where there were a couple of young black kids and they weren't doing anything?
That spot right now.
I think it's the whole thing because this works and then it quits. And then it works.
This now makes 2 months in a row, January and February, where we have more than doubled our snow totals. We're only 5 inches behind for the total season. The Super Bowl is a big bet.
All right, you came back. I got 3 cameras that not like that are not.
You've been up to Blackhawk at all, Doug?
Yeah, I go up usually, now that I'm not dating anybody, I go up on Saturday afternoons and play through Saturday night.
Okay.
Yes, I've been doing well up there.
I haven't been up there forever.
I go to the poker room, which I love it because it's a separate. It's downstairs at Monarch.
Oh, okay.
They have a separate poker room.
No, I've seen it. It's nice.
Yeah, great.
Because when it first opened up, I tried to get in there a bunch, and it's just these long ass waiting lines,
Yeah, you got it.
And that's
Friday and
2
Saturday
in the morning or something. It's like, come on. Were you at a 2-5 game, or what do you play?
I think it's the 1-3 or the 2-5, wherever I get to see it.
There's some pretty good players up there.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, sometimes I'll look at the table and I'll go to the 1-3 because I know I can be one of the best players at the 1-3 and
And it's 2-5 you got to watch because there's some tag team going on there. I hate that.
And at the 1-3, I can usually tell people are in collusion.
Yeah.
I played poker enough to notice, but I haven't noticed that yet at the 1-3 table.
No, the 2-5 is definitely
I'll
more than that.
tell you what's a big game is a 5-5 PLO.
Yeah.
That's really a big game. Many people sit down $5,000.
Really? I don't enjoy it that much.
No. That's why I like the 1-3. It's kind of.
What's 1-3 mean?
Meaning that the antes are $1 and $3.
Oh, okay.
And there's no limit on how much you can bet.
It just starts out smaller.
I love the tournament. I love the style where you just put in money.
Yep.
And then where you put into you all, what is it called where you put in money?
It's
and
tournament
at the
style.
end, the winner.
It's tournament style.
Yeah.
Tournament.
As
I
opposed
like
to
that
cash.
style.
Yeah.
As opposed to each hand.
The cash game, is the other. Yeah.
What do you like better?
I like the cash game.
Yeah, like the tournament's fun too, though.
It's what I don't like the tournaments. It takes so much time.
There's a lot.
When I was a kid, we would play quarter 50, or I wasn't a kid in my 20s. I mean, or $50 $1. That was a big. I mean, that was a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then, I never understood though. Now I played with guys. I mean, we would have a Saturday game. I think it was fun, but what does all in mean? What is all in?
It means that
whatever you have, you put all in.
In front of you.
But okay, but what if the guy has way more?
It doesn't matter.
Well, he just matches yours.
You can't lose more than you have in front of you. So if I'm sitting here with $200 and you have $500, I go all in for $200.
Then I put $200.
Yes.
Right.
I don't put all in.
Correct.
Well, no, that's right. I mean, if you have more, you can.
You can go all in.
Let's say the 3 of us are playing, right?
Right.
You go in all in for $200, okay?
Well, then I'm not all in if I have 500.
No. Let's say you only have $200.
Okay, and I go all in.
You go all in. Let's say I have $500 in front of me. I go all in.
All 500.
All 500. Then Kevin,
I have to match the 500 if I
either
want
he
to play.
falls or matches a 500.
Not the
And
200.
then
What if he matches a 500? I only have 200.
That's called a side pot.
right, but then you can win $400,
Oh.
and Kevin and I have 600 on the side.
Oh.
So you can't lose that money. It's very simple.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Silverleaf Mortgage for your reverse loan. I know the people at Silverleaf, and I can tell you this. If you're looking for a reverse loan, they will help you. I love the way they operate because they take a hand-holding procedure. They want you to understand each and every aspect. 720-REVERSE. That's the number. REVERSE, 720-REVERSE. You know, reverse loans can be privately funded or government-backed. Either one, you will never have a negative balance, meaning this. You will never be upside down owing more. And the house, because you only take up to 55 or 60% of the house, it almost always, in fact, 98% of the time, appraises way more than the balance of that loan. So you still have something usually to leave to an estate. But talk to Silverleaf Mortgage, silverleafmortgage.com, 720-REVERSE. Now, let's go back to the phones. I don't know. I'm really done with Christopher.
You are done with him? Okay.
I mean, I'm not done with him like I don't want to help him. But if you talk to him, Suze, if there's something specific I can help him with, because right now I think he feels that the overage he paid in the past should be applied to the future. And even if he corrected the ledgers from the past, that's the amount he'll be reimbursed for the past. It will never go toward the future anyway. So I don't know where we're going with this, okay? I just don't know where we're going. Anyway, James, you have a 47 pickup. Wow, that's they're cool. Where did you get this 47 pickup?
Well, I actually got it
from
an old fireman.
Okay.
And I think it's an old farm truck, but
God, are they beautiful! I love the 47 pickup. Now, what condition is it in?
Well, it's used.
Well, what I mean is this: is it rotted out anywhere?
It's not rotted out. It is got bumps and bings all over it. It's been sitting in storage for a while.
Now that's a heavy metal, right, Kevin?
That's a project truck.
So dings and stuff like that. Can you buy panels for that truck aftermarket?
I'm sure you can. Yeah, they're available.
You can.
Is this modified or is this factory?
Is it factory original or is it modified?
It is stock truck. It has the flathead 6 in it. It does turn over. It does not run. We did fire it up about 5 years ago.
Kevin, what would it take to rebuild that engine really well, balloon line that?
Yeah, that's...
No, or do you put another kind in?
Well, yeah, I mean, the most common thing is a resto mod, where you put a modern engine and drivetrain in it and keep the body.
Can you do that?
Oh, yeah.
Is it more expensive than...
Well, you don't... If you're starting to do that, you don't ask how much. You just have fun with it.
What did you say, Christopher? Excuse me, James?
I think it's special for the guy that wants to put a diesel motor in it.
Hell no, I wouldn't waste my time. I make it a little. You want to make it a little street rod.
Yeah, exactly.
A little street truck. Yeah. That's what they're for. But what color is it? I mean, not that it matters. You're going to just paint that damn thing.
Actually, it's got great patina on it. It's green and orange and gray, and it's been tarped for the last 3 years.
Yeah, but if you're going to do all the dings and scratches and all that, you're going to paint it anyway.
You're going to scrape it down to metal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what about the interior? Well, you're going to redo all of it. I mean, what is it, ratted out inside or what?
Yeah, when I got it, it didn't even have a seat. I bought a seat out of another truck. Of course, it needs to be redone.
But does the seat fit in the bolt holes?
I'm sorry.
Did you from another truck, the same vintage? You bought a seat that fits?
Yeah, same. I bought it from another 47.
Okay, good. So right now, how much you want for this whole mess?
I'm looking at $2,800 for the way it sits.
That is not bad, sir. That I think you should Kevin, he should easily get that.
That's reasonable. You get a couple guys looking at it.
Don't you think 2,800?
It's a shell. I mean,
yeah,
it's what it is.
It's a project.
It's a project. Yep.
I also have a 46 that I'm keeping, but I was going to do them both, and I just can't.
A 46.
I have health issues.
The same.
I can't keep paying storage on
that. The 46. Which one? I mean, I like the 47 actually a little better, but
they're pretty much the same.
There are some.
The 46 is a flatbed. The 47 was a pickup. So.
Okay, so man. That is so cool. So what do you want us to do? If somebody's interested, you want us to put them in touch with you?
Yeah, if you could, I would really appreciate it.
Suze, get this guy's name.
It is currently licensed and insured with collector's tags, but of course I'd hang on to those.
Of course. Now, I wish I could have the time to. I love projects like this. I love them. And I love when they haven't screwed with it. So you can do it the right way, because you know what I mean.
Yeah.
No one wants to buy anybody's idea of what's perfect. You want to make it your own. But man, that takes, oh God, is that a boatload of time?
Oh, yeah. That's years. Yes.
Yeah, and it's just wow. But man, what a beautiful, beautiful pickup it is. Kevin, is it impossible to put if you upgraded the drivetrain? Is it impossible to make it all-wheel or four-wheel? Or is that way expensive? Or would it be not substantially more?
I don't think so. I mean, if you get the right chassis, like the S10 the guy had is an all-wheel drive.
Now, what do you mean the right chassis? So you're talking about just dropping this...
Pull the body off and and roll a chassis under it.
Well, how would you... But
it's modified. There's a way to do it.
There really is.
Yes.
You could put it on a Ford Excursion. You could put it on a modern four-wheel drive Ford truck.
Oh, yeah.
Chassis.
So,
yeah, man, now you're talking, like you said, Kevin, expense.
Well, you just don't ask. If you're going to do it, you don't ask how much.
But what if you keep that frame, you're limited to what you can do.
Yeah, you can't modify that suspension on that frame. You'd have to get something else under it. Yeah.
Is there anything wrong with that flat six if somebody rebuilt it?
No, it's just not the performance like you said.
Okay, you're right. You're right. It would have that old.
It's a high torque.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You got a whopping 90 horsepower or something in it. I'm not sure what it is, but
it's a Volkswagen Beetle. Well, anyway, thank you very much for calling. I mean, wow. Is that what you were calling about, to see if somebody wants it?
I'd love to leave my info with you.
Yeah, Suze is going to take that for you. And then if anybody's interested, we'll pass them along. You guys who are interested, you don't have to even call. He might even take $2,000, who knows, if you had $2,000 in cash. But man, that damn thing, that would be a great project. So what are we looking at, Kevin, if you found an old frame, an old Excursion or something? I mean, you're still going to pay. So what are you looking at done? Paint job, engine, come on.
It's more going the other way. How much do you want to put into it?
Well, no, I'm asking how much can it be done for and really look good and drive good? 30, 40?
I would say 30 is a start off for good, yeah.
Yeah. More like 50, though, to be really honest.
Yeah, once you get into it. Yes.
Yeah. So that's a big investment, but over time, it can be done. So, Suze, just get his info. Thanks. And so if you want it, you go help. You can email. This is the email address, help@troubleshooter.com, and put 47 truck in the title, okay? 47 truck. More coming up.
It's time to get locked and loaded at the Danner Gun Show this Friday, Saturday.
Typically, you can get in and out of four-wheel drive, but all-wheel drive is all the time.
But all-wheel drive, it's what I understood. You tell me if it's right. All-wheel drive has drive to all wheels, and it switches according to what needs it and when it needs it. And I heard that four-wheel drive does that, but only on a diagonal.
Well, what do you mean? So you get the right front and the left rear?
It's never as good as all wheels, what I hear. Okay. Let's talk about this core scan and hope
that you get it done. Core Scans now has a track record of saving lives because people have discovered soft plaque. Do not mistake this for other kinds of scans that give you a calcium score. Calcium is almost no danger. It just tells the trends. Okay? Calcium's already hardened, and it's the soft plaque that's the danger of heart attacks and strokes. Now, I'm not saying calcium is useless, but it's not immediately helpful. What you want is how am I doing now and how do I reverse it? CoreScans.com. It's that easy. $189 will let you know. And what's important about this, health insurance will help pay for whatever's wrong to reverse it, to stop it. So get this done. 720-740-2663. 720-740-2663. CoreScans.com. American Restoration. You heard me talk to Rock the other day, and he's the owner. He was helping us out with another problem with another restoration company. What I love about American Restoration is they're honest. Now, you would think, oh, what's the big deal? I mean, people are honest, right? Everyone's honest. No, not everyone's honest, especially in the restoration business. In fact, most people in the restoration business, in my opinion, are lying, cheating ripoffs. Please don't get ripped off. Don't get victimized a second time after a fire, a flood, unattended death, crime, meth, whatever it is, asbestos. Get someone on your side with all the EPA certifications and a company that will stand behind you and work with your insurance company. 8337-AMREST, 8337-AMREST, or the website amrest247.com. Did you know there's a home show going on right now? The Garden and Home Show is back after 2 years. K&H Home Solutions is celebrating. Hey, whether you go there or not, you get sales. It's their home show sales. Now, if you go there, they may sweeten it a little, but right now, save 30% on all window, siding, and doors. That's a huge savings. 30%, especially in this time of the so-called supply chain shortage. They are delivering, and they can do it for 30% off window, siding, and doors. Plus, for the first time ever, if you have them do your roofing, 15% discount, 15%. And that includes the popular hail-proof roofing called EuroShield or F-Wave. So visit K&H at the home show if you'd like. Go talk to them and make an appointment, or just call them 303-421-7100 and start saving. KHWindows.com. That's KHWindows.com.
That dinner was...
What's next?
I'm thinking just the check.
Do you frequently have gas, bloating, diarrhea, stomach pain, or loose oily stools after eating? One or more of these symptoms could be a sign of exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI.
Okay, so the four-wheel drive isn't. If you're putting the four-wheel drive, it's not the two rear wheels that are engaged.
Well, no, four-wheel drive. You typically have one drive wheel and one drag wheel. You know, on differentials. You don't have, unless you have what they call a locker differential with posi track or something like that.
So it's front, one rear on four-wheel drive?
Technically opposite.
Wow, I didn't know. I always thought it was just two rear wheels. That's good to know.
Are you guys listening to this? Because, see, I see you typing something different in here, and I'm the car guy. I'm going to believe him.
And visit GoFreon.com. That's GOCREON.
So my Subaru's all-wheel drive.
Yeah, because it has clutches that'll engage and sense slippage. Yes.
To switch to a Jack and U.S. tax service here. The first 100 reasons, you'll get $100 to switch. Yep, $100. Reason 101, we'll track down every last tax credit so you get every dollar you deserve. 102, we guarantee your biggest refund. Want to discover reason 102?
It came out in one word. Dumb.
He's right. There's different types of all drive systems, so you can't generalize
put them all in a box.
You can't generalize it. No. The simple method is the all-wheel drive you cannot disengage, or the four-wheel drive you can.
You can't, right? Yeah, my first four-wheel drive, I had to get out and go lock hubs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I hated that. For that
you
reason,
can lock
I never
them in
used it.
before you go somewhere.
Huh?
You can lock them in. You know, we used to go hunting. before you get off the pavement, click. And you don't have to lock it in four-wheel, but at least you're not getting out.
Exactly. That was.
So like towing, like behind a U-Haul or towing, it's not on a flatbed. If it needs a flatbed, it's an all-wheel drive. If it doesn't, it's four-wheel drive. That's how we, simplified it in terms, so these guys could understand it. Because like Audis and things like that, you got to put them, quadra-check. You got to put them up.
I hated my Audi. I had an Audi for about maybe 6 to 8 months. I just hated it. I traded it in.
There's a lot of cars like that, though. Audis, Cadillacs, take them new on a lease or something, 2-3 years. Awesome cars. If you pick one up and you want to get 10 to 12 years out of it. Yeah, I tell you.
Yeah, AG.
Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. Frank Duran, the real estate man, free market valuations. I should call him complimentary. Free makes it sound like it's cheap. He does a lot of work for you to find out what your house will sell for in this market, which is often way more than the appraisal, more than Zillow. It's probably the most accurate assessment of what you'll get. And it's complimentary. For Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622. 303-920-1622. A man I've known his whole time in business. He's a great guy. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Okay, what's this, Viola, what's this follow-up we're doing now on the contractor? I'm looking for the original situation. What's going on with your case?
Okay, they came in to look at the flooring. They said they're going to replace it. But I want to know if there's a time limit where they're not responsible for it.
I'm trying to find did you call us on this before?
Yes, sir. I called you January the 12th.
Okay, in January. And who was the company? I'm looking it up by name here.
That Mountain West.
Was it J&G Remodeling? J&G?
Yes, that also.
James Fogel?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You signed the contract at the home show, and the problem was he was supposed to straighten and remove the old tile, right?
Correct. That's correct.
And install LVT, and you paid $20,000, right?
$20,700.
And you were supposed to pay $10,000 when it was done, right?
Correct.
So what are you asking now? Did he ever finish? Who was working with you?
He hasn't even started, sir.
Wait, did any of us, I want to make sure, did any of us help you? Did I have someone call him for you?
Not that I'm aware of, sir. They said they heard it on your station.
Yeah, and said what?
And she was very upset because I had it put on the radio.
And what did they say? Did they say?
First she threatened to get a lawyer to sue me.
Sue you over what?
But anyway, after that conversation ended, she and her husband agreed to come in, look at the floor. They looked at it. They said they would replace the whole floor throughout the whole house. But they've been putting me off. So as of this last Monday, she told me they would come in and do the work, and that would be March the 14th. But what I'm asking, it's going to be over 90 days. Are they still going to be liable for it?
Yes, of course. You have, for breach of contract, at least a couple of years to sue. I don't know the exact statute, but it's not 90 days.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's not 90 days. Okay, so then
would you do me a favor?
I just have to keep waiting for them to do it?
No, you don't. No, you don't. I'm making a note here. Okay? And I want you to call us back if they put you off again. Then we do what we call go to war.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that they could be good even after the 90 days.
Well, yeah. In other words, you're not going to lose any of your options after 90 days. Now, have you ever paid the balance?
Yes, sir, I did.
So you paid the whole amount.
I gloved up because, there's nothing like an old damn dummy, and I'm an old damn dummy.
No, you're not.
But I'm not ignorant.
Okay, so an old damn dummy, but not ignorant. Okay.
Correct.
Now, Viola, so they promised to be back on March 15th. Is that right?
No, March the 14th.
Oh, March the 14th. Okay, March the 14th to fix it.
Correct.
Okay, we will monitor. I'm putting it down. And then you let us know. And I'm going to put here, Viola will let us know. Okay?
I would appreciate it. Thank you.
And then we go to war. And that means we step it up a bit, the heat. All right? And that's for anyone listening, Mountain West. The owner is James Fogel. They also go by J&G Remodeling Specialist. So keep us abreast of this thing, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. I'm even highlighting it in yellow so I can find it again for you, dear. All right, let's keep going here. And we have another, let's see. This is a sewer system, Brian. I'm not sure what's going on. What's going on, Brian?
He has a parasite.
Hi, how you doing, Tom?
Hey, what's happening?
Take my call.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
For well over 4 years now. Let's see. It's going to be 5 this summer coming up. There's 2 main sewer mains 12 feet from the trailer where I live in the trailer park here across from Camp George West. And it came up and overfilled the yard and went into the trailer house.
Well, hold on. Did it back up into your trailer?
No, into the yard and underneath the trailer house. And other people, one lady at the end of the line had 2,500 gallons pumped out of her house. But since then, my wife and I have gotten these things on our skin, and now they're in my nose and ear. And
all right, hold on. You say for 5 years this has been happening?
It's coming on 5 years, yes, sir.
No,
and
did it happen 5 years ago, or has it been happening over the past 5 years?
Over the past 5 years.
How many times?
Continuous cycle.
How many times?
It's just a continuous cycle. Like if I get bit.
No, Brian.
Sandfly.
Brian, that's not what I'm asking. How many sewer backups have there been?
Just that one.
When was it? When was it?
It was back when they had the hailstorm that shut down Denver West Mall.
Give me a date, like a year. Give me a year.
July 2018.
Okay. Now, a sewer main backup in 2018 onto the lot in a mobile home park in 2018 has caused health problems. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
And what do you call it that you're getting? Flies?
It's called leishmaniasis.
Yes, leishmaniasis. It's a parasitic disease. Have you been treated for it with antibiotics or anything?
Everywhere I go, they jerk me off and say it's not in the United States. It's some other thing, or it's some dermatitis, and it.
Okay, and how long after this did it happen?
My wife got it like right away.
Okay. So listen, man, here's a problem. Here's the biggest problem. The clock is ticking. I don't even know if you can sue anyone. Is it the trailer park?
I don't want to sue anybody. I want to live.
No,
I'm going to die.
Why? Is this fatal, Doc?
Yes, it is.
Well, it usually manifests itself as skin lesions, but it can be visible. But there are multiple treatments for leishmaniasis, if that's in fact what he has.
I know I have it. It's in my system. It's in my body. The VA told me that my immune system is compromised because of it, but
who told you this?
Right now.
Who told you this?
The VA, and that was 2 years ago.
Okay, let me tell you something very simple. Do you have a primary care doctor?
Yeah, but they don't care.
Okay,
they do care. They do care, Brian.
Tell your primary care doctor that you think you have leishmaniasis and you want to be referred to an.
And what does your doctor say?
You want to be referred to an infectious disease specialist.
What does your doctor tell you when you? What does your doctor?
The first time I went to the ER, they said I need to call and make an appointment to infectious disease at Lutheran Hospital. Well, that was about 3 years ago. The day before my appointment, my VA doctor that I had then called me and said, "What are you trying to do?" I said, I'm trying to get healthy. And she said, well, we cancel your appointment. Go get some stuff for your bugs and your skin, and it'll be better. And since then, I've gotten cockblocked. Everywhere I go to a doctor, they'll refer me to the dermatologist.
All right, let me ask you this now.
And they'll cancel the
how
appointment.
is it manifesting on your skin?
I get bit. It's the size of a fruit fly, but it has a red body.
Can people see it? Can people see it?
You. Pardon?
Can people see it?
You can see it, but you can't see them when they come to like, I'll come home at night or something. And,
no, what I'm saying, can they examine your skin and see?
Oh, yeah, it's all over me. It's in my ear, in my nose.
Okay, what do the doctors diagnose it as? You said they didn't. They said it's
nothing.
What they
nothing.
say it's nothing?
The VA sent me to a dermatologist specialist, Hill Dermatology in Golden.
What did
I went there.
Yeah.
They took a sample, but they only scraped the dry sample and said come back as nothing. I said, you need to get the blood. There's a simple test.
Brian, I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know what to do if this infectious disease doctor who took samples says it's nothing. I mean, what do you ask?
With the VA.
What's that?
They're with the VA, and I made her look like crap before because I said
I don't know of any doctor that would purposely look at something and say it's nothing and lie about it. I'm sorry. I don't think so. I think, is it possible, Brian?
Happened.
Now, does your wife still have it?
Yes, she has it. I have it. We've both been saying something else, and I have scabs. I have the.
Does she go to?
On my skin.
Has she
I
been?
Have the mucus one that's in my nose, and my ears right now.
Has she been to another doctor?
She's been to many, and so have I.
And wait! What about her doctors?
Yes,
are they lying too?
Yes, sir, they are.
No, come on,
crazy.
Brian. No, I'm not saying you're crazy. What I'm asking is this: why would your wife's doctors and your doctors, none of them know each other, why would they both be lying to you?
Well,
just give us a referral, Tom. We trust you.
Yeah,
okay, but I need to know why. I don't know yet.
I don't know.
I just don't know why are they lying. I'd like to know why there's a conspiracy not to find your disease.
Because
the Army doesn't want to let it out.
Yeah.
It comes from Afghanistan. Brazil,
I thought he said it came from the sewer.
Coming back with it. It comes with a big price.
Yeah, well, upstream from the sewer is the prison, okay? Camp George West Prison. And I could tell you if they had pancakes and sausage for breakfast, because it comes right through here.
But what does that have to do? What does that have to do with leishmaniasis or whatever it is?
If they had visceral, which is inside their body, they excrete it out by going number 2.
And the government is hiding this?
I don't know the government or whoever, but
okay. Look, your wife, what's her name, by the way? What's her name?
My wife's name's Sherry.
Okay. Sherry, I really like that she said she trusts me, and she trusts me to be honest, and I'm going to try to find if there's any doctors that would. But hold on, I want to say something though, and I'm not calling you crazy, but here's what I'm saying. Just listen to what I'm saying. It sounds crazy.
I know.
Yes.
Okay, good. As long as you know that, because I'm being honest with you, other people won't tell you it sounds crazy. They'll just think it to themselves. They'll say these guys are nuts. Is it possible that the doctors are not lying and it's something going on that isn't a parasite?
Well, no, it's not.
I believe
Go ahead.
that it is like a lot of other pandemic and endemic things. We know for a fact that this is something that exists in Brazil and Afghanistan and subtropical countries. They just do not believe that it's here.
Well,
now, Tom,
the CDC
says
the CDC
here either.
No, the CDC would love to say it's here. They would love to have another pandemic. I don't know why you think they want to hide it. They don't like hiding pandemics. They like having fear. The fear is a control. So I don't believe that they would hide it. I believe that they would expose it.
Afghanistan is not a subtropical country.
No, here's the thing. They say here, everywhere I look on CDC and everywhere else, it's not in America.
Right.
Nowhere. There's not been one case reported. There has not been one case.
It's an endemic.
There's not been.
Endemic since 2015, sir. I called Atlanta CDC 3 years ago. She said, get to a doctor immediately and tell that doctor to give our number and keep us updated because it is in the United States.
Who told you that?
Endemic since 2015.
Okay.
And Texas is the only state that's a mandatory report.
Almost all cases, listen to this, almost all cases were from people who traveled.
Yeah, I traveled.
Outside of the
I've been
country.
to South America.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That is true. That's what the reports say.
Why are they not treating you? Why are they not treating you? All it takes is antibiotics.
All it takes.
Studies aren't done.
The studies aren't done, and the doctor at the VA, my doctor at the VA, her husband's a detective for Jefferson County.
Oh, God. Okay. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I don't think I have.
I need a doctor referral is all I need.
Okay,
sir.
hold on. We'll see if there's a doctor. But, Deputy Doc, I unfortunately think even a doctor referral is going to say, who have you been to? What have they told you? And I think doctors tend to believe each other. What do you think? Be honest about that.
Well, I think if he's never been to an infectious disease.
He said he was, and they took they scraped samples.
No, they said have you ever been to an infectious?
He said yes. He said yes. I was talking to him the whole time.
Then there's nothing else we can do. He's already been to an infectious disease doctor.
He said they took samples.
Not the wrong one.
That was a dermatologist, he said.
That was a dermatologist.
Not infectious disease.
Who's an infectious disease doctor?
I mean,
Impact Traffic. This report is sponsored by Sam's Club.
He needs to go to the patient advocate at the VA and say, I want to see an infectious disease specialist and get it over once and for all.
This is so outside of America. There are so few cases.
Yeah. It's in tropical or subtropical countries.
That is so deep.
They don't want to talk about it being in.
Yeah, daddy, huh?
You really did go over the top of this, you know.
I think it's Morgellons disease is what I think it is. Look up Morgellons disease.
How do you spell it?
I just know that I had somebody else for it.
February 21st. Visit samsclub.com/join like a VIP for details.
I want to talk about RV and then IV. Today's car day, let's talk about Sentry
RV. Sentry RV, 303-453-1111. Sentry. You know what I love about Sentry? Sentry is the RV place with the best prices around. And people all over the country know it. They're aggressive about their pricing. They have new and used units, and it's so fun to go up there and shop at exit 240, and then you go down that frontage road on the east side of I-25, sentryrv.com, exit 240 Longmont, go south on that frontage road just a quarter of a mile or less, and it's right on the east side of I-25, sentryrv.com. And what I love about them is they're building a giant new facility with maintenance for all of their customers, and they're still getting plenty of product and paying top dollar for trades and giving you great deals. SentryRV.com. Hey, if you want to get an IV treatment, you don't have to go to a hospital. You don't have to go to urgent care. You don't even have to go to a hydration bar. You can have it done in your home or your office. Some people even meet you. They'll meet people in parking lots. I'm serious. They've done it at truck stops. RockyMountainIVMedics.com. They're portable and they're on the go. They dispatch them almost like an Uber or a Lyft or a rideshare where you can call or text the number and then they come to you. And you don't pay any more than an IV bar. I just had one done yesterday right here in the studio. 720-987-2155. Call or text. Whether you have COVID or just under the weather, dehydration, migraines, whatever it is, call or text for same-hour appointments, 720-987-2155.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet.
Yeah.
but it really doesn't exist. Read about it.
Right.
It really does. No, it really doesn't exist. It's called Morgellons disease.
Okay, so
It includes skin rashes and a sense of intense itching and crawling under the skin.
And it's psychological. People have burned themselves for it.
Trying to get out.
But it can be caused by mites. So they suggest that you fog, it says here, you fog your, if they have a trailer, just fog the trailer and see if that
He's
gets
smelling raw sewage. I mean,
What?
If he's smelling sewage, doesn't he need to kind of deal with that?
Well,
he says he can smell what they have for breakfast in the sewer. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'd be more concerned about that than anything.
I'm telling you. Show the next trailer over.
Yeah.
They're there, but nonetheless.
So the trailers are still there, being herded up.
Yep. I get a kick out of how they try to make it sound like they're so violent and all the, danger, and it's just, my God.
Hey, that's part of the course,
Yeah, those guys will live with themselves, But you can take over a 4-block little city in Portland, and that's okay.
It says here, Tom, some research has indicated that it may be caused by a tick-borne and so forth. And the best thing to do is just fog the trailer and see if it goes away. There's nothing to lose by doing that. And he doesn't need a doctor or a prescription. Try it.
Where did they find out about this disease? They went Google. Dr. Google told them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Of what, leishmaniasis?
Yeah. So where did they even come up with leishmaniasis?
I have no idea. I've never seen a case of it.
I never heard of it until it came out of Tom's mouth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. I've never heard of it.
Morgellons either.
They're such a witch hunt. Now they're going after him for taxes. This guy, they never leave Trump alone.
Nope.
They just don't like his politics. They just fucking go after him.
Well, they want to make sure he doesn't run again.
Well, he's never going to jail. You know that for sure.
Fine.
Even a Democratic president will not let an ex-president go to jail. It just won't
Biden would
happen.
let him go to jail.
What?
Biden would let him go
I
to
don't
jail.
think so.
In a heartbeat.
You would set a precedent.
Even Biden doesn't care.
You would let him be found guilty, have it on his record maybe as he's a felon, but you will not let an ex-president go to jail over financial
I wouldn't
things.
take that bet.
I will bet you $1 right here and now
Okay, I'll take that too.
that an ex-president will
Well,
not.
how do we know when he wins?
Well, when this whole thing is, I'm just saying, if he gets convicted, they will fine him, but they will not send an ex-president to jail. It just won't happen.
They wouldn't typically let an ex-president go through what they're putting Trump through right now.
But that's still not putting.
I get it, but they're still
Okay,
setting a precedent, I think, by allowing what they're doing to him now.
Well, because all this stuff is before he became president. It's not the 4 years he was in office. But it would set a
But
horrible.
it's retaliation, and it's obvious.
I think you're
Hi,
right.
Tom Martino, you are
Troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. By the way, SentryRV.com, somebody asked, Sentry RV, do they have used units? And I said yes, because they said, will they buy one if I'm not trading? Yes. They will actually buy RVs as well, even if you're not trading it in. 303-453-1111, SentryRV.com, exit 240 and I-25. Okay, let's go to the phones. And now, Brian, again, I don't want to belittle. I don't want to make fun of this. I don't want to, you and your wife believe you have something. The doctors haven't confirmed it. You believe it's leishmaniasis disease. I just need to know something, Brian. You believe you have it, and they're covering it up because they don't want to admit it's in America. I want to ask something because it presents itself as skin irritation. And where did you even get the term leishmaniasis? Did you go to Dr. Google to figure out what you had, or how did you even come up with leishmaniasis yourself?
I talked to my uncle, who's a veterinarian in Iowa. He said some dogs have it there, and it transfers from rats to dogs, humans, back and forth.
Okay.
So then my dog got it, and I started paying attention to him, and they gave him 2 weeks to live, the vet did.
Now, did the vet say he had leishmaniasis?
No, the 5 different ones we went to gave us the same thing.
So those 5 are lying along with your doctors and your wife's doctors. Now we got a giant conspiracy. Really, what you're saying is all of your wife's doctors, all of your doctors, and the veterinarians, 5 of them, are all lying.
Well, they're not telling the full truth. Let's put it that way.
Brian, sorry. Okay. Now listen, if you trust me, I'm telling you, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't, well, I should say, I believe.
I have it. It's right in front of me.
I believe.
Well, we want you to research it and call us back.
Yeah,
I am researching it.
I want to give you the time to do the research.
Okay, I will, but here's the other thing.
It's a huge thing. 950 million people in the world have treatable disease, and it's very sad. But
okay. I think that you have something.
I would invite you to look it up.
I think you have something.
That we have.
You have something. I don't know what it is. It may not be that. It might.
It is that, sir.
Okay, but no doctor will confirm it. Not one.
No, they won't. They won't diagnose it.
Okay, Brian, I just read up on something. There's what you have may be caused by a different infectious agent. What they recommend is that you...
But we don't know
Shut up.
You want to let me...
Have you heard of...
Are you going to let me...
Hold on.
Tell my wife.
Just hold on. Everyone, hold on. Have you heard of Morgellons disease?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, what about it?
I don't know nothing about that.
Well, it presents exactly with what you're saying. So I don't know why you would choose leishmaniasis based on a veterinarian that never saw you, and 5 vets say your dog doesn't have it.
Pictures.
Okay.
Well, 4 other dogs have died in the trailer park since my dog, and they all died pretty much the same way.
So what were you going to say, Suze?
I have an email. Infectious disease doctor, Dr. King in Boulder. He's good. Maybe he can help.
You know what?
Okay.
You know what? That's, and he's in Boulder, which will tell you he probably thinks outside the box. I'm not kidding, by the way.
Good. Yes, good. Because
Dr. King. What else?
I was going to look. If it is Morgellons, there may be a mite that's causing you. All you need to do is fog your trailer and see if it goes away, because that will kill the other infectious disease from Morgellons. It might be that.
But what do you fog it with?
Well, you go to any like Lowe's or Home Depot and tell them you need a fogging agent for
mites.
Yeah, and they'll have it.
I've had people come here and...
All right, hold on a sec. Just hold on. What is your comment, Brad, on this? What is your comment?
Well, I think most doctors are not going to know, and I think what the couple needs to do is go to a toxicologist. I went to an environmental center in Dallas, and they saved my life.
What did you have?
Well, I got sprayed by a pesticide.
And a normal doctor did not know what was wrong?
No, none of them, not none of them, but most of the normal doctors are not going to know.
Well, I can see that. And that's why Deputy Doc said an infectious disease doctor. We got one in Boulder. So
now,
all you need to do is call up Terminex or some exterminating agent, have the trailer fogged, and see if that gets rid of it. It's very simple. Shouldn't cost very much.
I think they're fucking nuts. You want to know?
But followed by an Arctic blast of cold air early next week. Currently it's 48. With your impact, traffic and weather, I'm Christian Laughlin, 6:30.
He seems to think fogging doesn't kill mice.
Like a VIP exclusive offer on a Sam's Club membership. Sign up at your local Sam's Club as a new member. Just $8 when you mention the big game. Must be a new Demon Club. Ends February 23rd. Visit samsclub.com/join like a VIP guest.
Joe Lazzara is a criminal defense attorney. Now, when would you need one? DUIs, they're considered a crime, but he takes care of both the DMV and the crime part. There are two separate parts to a DUI people don't realize. You have to take care of both of them. Don't try to ever go through that alone, ever. Guilty, innocent, stupid mistake, falsely accused, whatever it is, don't try to do it alone. Joseph A. Lazzara, for that or any crime, call him. 303-429-6200. Free initial consultations and flat rate pricing. 303-429-6200. Now, speaking of lawyers, let's talk about BlakeHarrisLaw.com. Blake Harris is an estate attorney. You need him. If you haven't had your estate looked at in 5 years, you need to get it updated or looked at. Or what if you have no estate plan? Shame on you. You need a will, for sure. What about a trust, possibly a payable on death certificate for bank accounts, or maybe a beneficiary's deed? Don't try to do things on your own and make stupid mistakes. BlakeHarrisLaw.com. Ask your questions free of charge, and then flat rate pricing if you decide to hire him. 833-ASK-BLAKE. That's 833-ASK-BLAKE. Approval Reverse Mortgage. Joan Sullivan was in talking to us yesterday. Well, she's a good person, and she has a great company, ApprovalReverse.com. 303-771-3528. If you're looking for a reverse loan, she'll answer all of your questions without any obligation, and then she'll walk you through the process. If you have equity, 62 and older, call and find out more at 303-771-3528.
You know, you guys keep hearing me talk about Blue Skies. And I can only say that my experience using these products has just kept getting better and better. I also know hundreds and hundreds of you that have tried it and feel the same way because I see the feedback. I hear about it. I met with the owners.
Susan, Matt said that the Amex card you have on file should work now for March 1st, and then you can do the referrals too.
Also, I want to let you know that you can use promo code KOA/KHELP as a one-time code. Please also feel free to use promo code DAVE for 30% off your next order. The more and more I learn about CBD, the more thankful I become for this relationship with Blue Sky CBD. They're providing me with the highest quality products available at a lower cost per milligram than the run-of-the-mill stuff you're going to find at big box stores. And for the entire month of February, you get free shipping on all orders. For more information, go to bluesky-cbd.com. Blue Sky CBD.
Grainberry, healthy cereal for your family.
Today is the day to take control of your health. Start each day with Grainberry cereal. I'm Peter Harris with breaking news. Our Grainberry cereals are packed with tons of plant-based fiber and more than 6 times the amount of antioxidants found in blueberry. Great tasting Grainberry with amazing onyx sorghum starts with lower sugar than other cereals and uses only whole grain to help load sugar absorption, which helps manage diabetes and prediabetes. Our goal is to create healthy cereals for your family without sacrificing an ounce of flavor. Try it for yourself. Grab a box of Grainberry bran flakes, honey nut toasted oats, or delicious cinnamon frosted shredded wheat. You'll love the flavor and make today the day that you truly take control of your health with Grainberry.
Grainberry, healthy cereal for your family.
I'm Dr. Allen from Restore Osteo, Colorado. What activity would you enjoy if your knees didn't hurt? Have you wondered if there's an alternative to surgery? At RestoreOsteo.com, discover our unique Healthy Knee Protocol, a process created with you in mind. Request an appointment today at any of our 5 convenient locations in Golden, Aurora, Portland, Colorado Springs, and now Littleton. Begin your journey to healthy mobility and healthy living. Visit RestoreOsteo.com today. That's RestoreOsteo.com. Did you know that there's more than mortgage refinance for just a lower rate? Well, it's true. You can also shorten your term. You drop mortgage insurance, or you can even access some of your home equity as cash. That's what you ought to be doing right now by calling American Financing. Call Rent Home for home loan. Michael Brown here, and I want you to call American Financing because I have that personal friends of mine work at American Financing. I want you to tell them that I sent you, and you'll get a free, no-obligation mortgage review. I promise you they're not going to pressure you, and they certainly won't charge any upfront or hidden fees. If you like what you hear from my friends, they'll design a custom loan to fit your budget and your needs. And they might help you skip 2 payments if you want to do that. So why not call? Ask for anyone who's a friend of Michael Brown, and they'll get you started in only 10 minutes. Give a call. Ask for anyone who used to work with me, and you can pre-qualify for free when you call 303-695-7000. 303-695-7000, or visit online, AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 122334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate. 630 KL, an iHeart radio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Don't forget your insurance checkup to make sure you're not underinsured like all those people up in Marshall Fires, 303-996-9000. Like 80% of them found out they're underinsured. 303-996-9000 for a free insurance analysis. Plus, they'll check to see you're not paying too much. 303-996-9000. All right, so Lee wants some advice on buying a car. Lee, what's going on with you? What's happening?
Well, my daughter got in an accident yesterday, and so I think they're going to total the car. I think it's a 2011 Tucson Hyundai, and the front end's pretty messed up, so we're going to be in the process of looking for a newer car. And I've heard you talk about, don't get a warranty on a used car necessarily and get them checked out. Do you take the car that you found to, like, automotive MDs? Do they come do it, or
automotive MDs? They're pretty good. Are they still around? Also, usedcarcheckout.com, which is SOS Inspections. They will come to you. They'll go to the dealer or to the person. It's SOS Inspections.
Oh, okay.
His name is Norris, and he also goes by on the web usedcarcheckout.com.
Okay, SOS. How about warranties?
Okay, I don't like warranties on used cars. Kevin?
For the cost, you put that money in the bank, you can fix your own.
I really don't like them on used cars, and here's why. Okay, people always ask why. There are some clauses in every one I've seen. One is some are deductibles for each one, but the main one is when the cumulative cost of repairs equal the market value of the car, you have no more coverage. And as it gets older, the value goes down of the car and the repairs go up. So you have diminishing protection. So 4-year protection isn't always 4 years. And then there's other things like owner abuse isn't covered, normal wear and tear is not covered, and that only covered is factory defects.
Do roller coaster stock markets make you nervous?
What is that, a mouse?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. Like some kind of game or something. Like tease a dog like you would a cat.
No, Doc's not fast.
Dog doesn't chase him.
He won't stick laser.
Are you picking on me? I missed it.
Yep.
That's all right. What did you say?
He's looking at me, working his mouth, and he thought I was teasing you like a cat. And I said, I just not gonna move that fast.
So you get every dollar you deserve. That's 101. Finally, we guarantee you'll get your biggest refund. That's 102. 102, 103. Book an appointment at a participating location near you. Offer ends March 6th. Available at participating retail locations or new clients only. Mention this ad in 5 and terms apply. Visit jacksonville.com for details.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver, an iHeart radio station. Available everywhere on our free iHeart radio app. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts. All in one.
ABC News, I'm Zachary Keith. Former Brooklyn Center police officer Kent Potter was sentenced to 16 months in prison and 8 months of supervised release for the shooting death of Dante Wright. Potter shot and killed Wright during a traffic stop after she said she mistook a gun for a taser. Judge Virginia reducing the sentence below the guideline, saying Potter was carrying out her duty. The judge said the case was not the same as George Floyd's trial, where former officer Derek Chauvin pinned Floyd to the ground.
This is not found guilty of murder for using his knee to pin down a person for 9.5 minutes as he gasped for air.
The U.S. is accusing Russia of a false flag operation in eastern Ukraine, amid reports of an explosion and evacuations from Russian-controlled separatists. This is ABC News. The government buildings in Ottawa are closed today as police work to clear from Parliament Hill.
There was this huge miscommunication. You know the Howard guy that we helped with the car deal? He's here with barbecue. So I ordered pizza already. So
He's here with barbecue.
yeah, somebody's gonna have to take barbecue
Well,
home.
someone will take.
I'll take the barbecue because that's meat. I can take that.
Yeah. Do you want me to bring them in here or just grab the barbecue?
We'll bring him here and bring him in. I mean, in case somebody wants a snack on it.
No, I'm talking the couple that's here with it.
Does he expect to be brought in?
I don't know. It's that Howard guy. He was here before. I can just grab it and you can.
Just tell Howard we said thank you so very, very much, but we're slammed.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna eat pizza, buddy.
I'll take the barbecue home.
If there's a lot, maybe you split it.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take a little. I mean, the whole thing.
No. I mean, whatever. I mean, I don't care. I mean, it's a very kind thing. Yeah, it is. And didn't you work? Are you the one that worked with him?
No, that was Marty.
Oh shit. Okay. Nothing we can do.
I'm recommending the Uma cloud phone system with auto attendant and more than 35 features. Uma? Yep. Switching to Uma is a cinch. Starts at $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees. Uma. Now you're feeling it. Visit Uma.com. That's OOMA.com to learn more. Uma, smart communications for the smarter business.
Hi, my name's Joe Cordell. Sometimes in divorce, courts require the higher earner to pay to the other party what's called spousal support or other. Usually this order can be modified in certain circumstances.
Howard just wanted to show Rhonda this video real quick before we go live.
Howard, you have to do this, brother.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's
Nice
my
to
pleasure,
meet you.
guys.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
You're a good guy, man. Just
leave and
JFR is going to take care of you.
Man,
and you know, by taking care of you, I'm going to tell you, it'll absorb that 10 because here's why. Because he's going to get it at sticker, which nowadays is a deal for these trucks. Okay.
Yeah.
So did you call Rodney off there?
We're heading there just as we leave.
Good, man. That is so great. That is so great.
So you guys.
I'll take that in there. You want me to set it up in there for you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you
So
so
thank you.
much.
Nice meeting you. And we really appreciate it so much.
Thank you so much for helping him.
Thanks.
You guys
Well,
enjoy
call
your
with
day.
any other problems. All right. Better yet, call ahead of time if you ever have another issue, like you're looking for real estate or whatever. Call us first.
Thanks.
All right.
Appreciate it.
We'll see you.
Hello, guys. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. Thank you.
You brought barbecue. So if you want that instead of pizza, you can do it. Or a little bit of both.
Yeah, barbecue pizza.
Hey, get some sauce on the pizza, Mike.
Saying the change would take away their plan period.
You know, you just feel so sorry for Howard. He's such a nice guy, and to have him ripped off like that, it's just—it's between heartbreaking and anger, you know.
Yeah, and he's just smooth, mild mannered.
Yeah.
Board is sponsored by.
I guarantee you, he can go up in New York, LA, or Chicago.
Yeah, but it's a school of hard knocks. When you grow up there and you get burned, and that's how you know.
You get burned, you know how to use a match too.
Some holiday delay on westbound I-70. It is stopping those slow-go traffic westbound between Floyd Hill and Central City Parkway. It's about a 25-minute delay. Cops 31
paper
miles
called
this
Buy Right.
afternoon and a nice
Will
weekend
come out on the
ahead.
newsstands every Thursday. And if you're selling a car on Long Island, you know, Queens, you know, the whole area, it's in the Buy Right. So your phone starts ringing as soon as that hits the newsstand.
Anybody want to come suck a bone?
That boy is wild.
Okay, when I first moved to Denver, the weirdest thing, Kevin, was like, you're talking to people who live in Denver, I would be downtown, and I would walk across the street, and they would be there waiting for the light to change when there's no cars coming. I mean, it was the weirdest thing.
Like people that wait on the lights in New York.
I know that.
Well, in New York, you get the crowd and the light changes three times, and the poor guy's still trying to
Exactly.
Turn right.
People are
That's
stopping.
right.
Plus, if you've ever seen Park Avenue, Madison Avenue, Fifth Avenue, it is solid people from months.
Yeah.
And if you don't walk fast,
Well, same thing. If you're driving and you want to make the turn, you got to bump a few.
Absolutely.
They're not going to let you go.
Gotta move on.
Yeah.
Hey man, put your toe right under my wheel there. Come on.
Just a little. Just let me. Yeah.
So, Tom, this is a different AmeriGas issue because I took care of that one with AmeriGas already, a different one. Remember the guy who had 250 gallons? We got that all straightened out.
Yeah. So we got a new AmeriGas.
Looks that way.
starts at 6. The Situation with Michael Brown.
Hey, I can't wait to hear from you what your experience is for the holiday. California, the soon see $5 a gallon for gas. Let's talk about it.
Denver's talk station has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, Bills. That's Bills. Enter it now at khow.com. Keep listening to it with a $12K a day giveaway. This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Martino.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Don't forget Harris Family Law is a family law firm that we stand behind and we recommend, and they do collaborative law. That's the most important part. You got to remember, so many people get angry attorneys that run up the bill for their own benefit. What Harris does is coordinates with the other side. Yes, they coordinate that they will not file motions and they will not go to court for anything if that's possible, and to talk everything out. Or they coordinate it, and it's called collaborative law, Harris Family Law. Call them if you are having a divorce. They'll handle any part of the divorce as an unbundled service to save you money, or the whole thing. 303-515-5000. 303-515-5000. Okay, so let's keep going. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Beth has an AmeriGas issue. This is the show where we solve problems, answer questions, and take complaints. Beth, what's going on?
Hi. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine. What's happening?
Okay. Well, we are on a route, AmeriGas route. They automatically fill it.
That's right. Yep, we've heard that before, and we've had complaints about it before. What's going on with yours?
Yeah. Well, they were supposed to fill it. They told me the 3rd and the 4th, but I didn't realize that because I don't even pay attention. They just fill it until the gas ran out on the 5th.
So hold on. It's filled, they said, on the 3rd and what?
They said they were supposed to come fill it on the 3rd or the 4th.
Okay.
And that they're sorry, they'll get right on that because I'm on a route and they dropped the ball, but they haven't delivered it yet.
So why do they say, do you owe them any money?
I owed them when I first noticed it was empty. I owed them the one previous tank, and I asked them, is it because I haven't paid for my tank yet? And they said, no, it has nothing to do with that. It's just they're too busy. They're overscheduled.
When do they say they're going to get to you?
Oh, they say the first definite time was by between 1 and 2 on the 9th.
They didn't do it. When do they say they're going to do it now? You know what? Why don't we just cut to the chase? Deputy Doc has had good experience with them. He's called them and gotten through. Why don't we have him make a call for you to see if we can light a fire? Not a good expression when you're talking about AmeriGas, but maybe we can, prompt them to get over there and fill up your tank.
Well, that'd be great. I have since then, about 4 days after it ran out, they said, when you pay your bill, then we'll put you on the schedule.
Well, why don't you pay your bill? Okay, you paid your bill?
I did.
Well,
I did.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
I paid the bill.
Good.
6 days ago.
Okay, good. So let's communicate that. But I'm positive that's why they were putting you as a second priority. Yep, I'm almost positive of that. 303-713-8255. Get your calls in. Steve, what's going on with you, Steve? You have a Car Shield question or issue. Car Shield, by the way, is one of those warranties or service plans I don't recommend. I don't recommend any of them. But anyway, Steve, tell me your experience.
Good afternoon, Tom.
Yes, sir.
I don't recommend them either.
What problem are you having? What problem?
I took my pickup into AmeriFord June 22nd of 21. Turned my claim in on the 23rd.
And what was it taken to Amera for?
For engine issue. And
well, what's the issue? What was the issue? I just want to know because that's important.
Right. I lost a cylinder in the engine, and they had pulled it apart, and they found a scored cylinder where the piston came apart.
Okay. And
I don't even know where to start, but
okay,
anyway.
let me. I'll help you out then. Seriously.
Okay.
Did they pay for the repair?
No.
How much was the repair?
I don't know yet. They've had my
well, then maybe that's why they haven't paid yet. I mean, they're not done.
No, my pickup hasn't even been worked on.
Why?
Hasn't even been touched.
Why?
Because of CarShield.
Why?
On CarShield.
Did CarShield not give them the approval, or what? What does O'Mara tell you?
Boy, they tell me a lot.
Well, still, here's the. Hold on. Just hold on. Okay. I'm going to put them on hold. Okay, I'm going to wait a couple seconds here. Kevin, what's the normal procedure when someone takes in a car and they have CarShield? Kevin, he's a mechanic or he owns a place. What do they do?
CarShield will require from us is to get authorization from the customer to perform a teardown to the cause of failure.
Who pays for the teardown? Pays for the failure.
CarShield and most warranties will not step in.
Okay, then if the teardown is done and the customer approved the charge, if something is wrong, do they credit the customer then? Does CarShield pay for that teardown?
No.
Never?
No.
Okay, so Steve, here's what probably happened. CarShield wants you to authorize the teardown, but you have to pay for it.
Which I did, which was $6,000.
What? Wait, what? Wait,
yeah.
Steve, you authorized $6,000?
I did.
Oh my God!
Initial teardown.
And you'll never get paid back for that?
No. Well, this is what happened. I paid for I gave them the authorization to do the initial teardown.
Yeah.
They did the teardown. They had an adjuster come out, look at the damage.
Good.
They took photos, took an oil sample, all that, and then the adjuster went back to CarShield, and then CarShield put a different adjuster on the case, which I don't know why. They won't tell me. Nobody will talk to me. And then the second adjuster, in the meantime, this is taking so long. O'Mara Ford put my pickup back together and put it out on the lot. Now CarShield wants them to pull the piston out, so now Ford has to pull my pickup back in, take it all apart.
And do they want to charge you again?
Yes, $18,615, and I have that on
No, hold on. No, but hold on. The $18,000 is for the whole repair, right?
That's just to get it to get to where the piston can be pulled. And
no,
for
it
them
isn't.
To look at
no, it isn't.
What
no, it isn't.
kind of truck is this? What motor is this?
It's a 6.4 in an 09 F350.
Okay.
Hold on. Why? They said
built it twice, right?
No. But they say it's $18,000 to take it apart, but not fix it, just to look at it again.
Yes. Exactly.
Why was it $6,000 the first time? Why was it $6,000 the first time?
Just to pull it apart, the labor.
And then why 18 now? If it was 6 the first time, why is it 18?
Can I read you an email from them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Talked with my technician. Here's where we are with it. Technician currently has 20 hours into it from when he removed the cab, pulled engine to find piston failure. Truck is put back together an additional 120 hours. To pull the piston back out, I would be looking
Okay, I get it. I get it. Here's what I need to know, Steve. So they really do have a point, but why did they put it back together? That's the part I don't understand. Why would they put it back together with a defective piston? That just doesn't make sense to me.
And it doesn't to me either, but
why did they?
Up a day, because CarShield was taking so long.
Okay, how long did CarShield take to get back to them?
I would say a couple of weeks.
Then I think CarShield should be responsible for these damages. I mean, I don't think you should have to pay for it if they were that long getting back to you. Did CarShield say they would pay for it, or they still haven't even said that yet?
They still haven't even said that yet. They still haven't. They won't file a claim against it yet.
Who won't?
Because they want CarShield. Because O'Mara won't pull it back in. For him to pull
but O'Mara's in the middle of this, man. They didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. Well, no, exactly.
What year is this truck?
It's an 09.
Oh, my God. Okay, listen, man. We really, Suze, we need to sort through this with Deputy Smarty Pants and get to Car Shield. That's what we call him. Now, he will call Car Shield. I think they have to take some responsibility here. But man, O'Mara, I can't believe they would put it back together again.
They could have mitigated that a little bit. I mean, the cab would have had to go back on so they could push it out, get out of their way, but they didn't have to reassemble the motor. That seems a little excessive.
Okay, so we need is Deputy Smarty Pants listening? Because this is a complicated case. Hey, Marty, so what happened was they took it apart and inspected it, right, like they should, and he said, I'll pay for it, $6,000. Presumably, if the warranty covered it, and they found out he wasn't racing his engine or something like that, if the warranty covers it, then they'll pay to reassemble it and fix it. Now, he's into it for $6,000, but they put it back together again fully. That seems unreasonable a little on O'Mara's part. They should have put the cab back on and put it out, but why put everything back together knowing, I don't know. And now AmeriShield wants to see it again. Why do they want to see it again? That seems a little unreasonable too. Why do they want to inspect it a second time?
That part I don't get. And they have
Car Shield.
And they have
Did I say AmeriShield? I meant Car Shield. All right, hold on. I'm going to give this over to one of our deputies who's good at that tedious stuff. Hold on.
Well, we don't work with Car Shield. Exactly. We don't work with Car Shield. Customer calls up and says, I have Car Shield. I say, no.
You just tell them no?
No.
Complex.
It'll take us 3 days to get a clean file.
That's no good.
Yeah.
Apple TV, and more.
That's no good.
The free Newsmax app on their smartphones. It takes just seconds. Then watch us anytime, anywhere. Forbes calls Newsmax a news powerhouse. Find out why. Start watching today.
When you have an insurance claim, don't ever trust an insurance adjuster because they work for the insurance company unless you hire a public insurance adjuster. Now, public insurance adjusters of Colorado, they'll be on your side. I urge you to call them with any kind of an insurance claim. Get a free valuation of your claim. Even if you talk to your insurance company, you can call them. Or before you talk to your insurance company, it's a free evaluation of every your claim, whether it's smoke, soot, ash. By the way, in the Marshall fires, if you were on the fringes up to 5 miles away, you could have smoke, soot, or ash damages that you don't even know about it, contamination. Even if your insurance company said they cleaned it once, it can come back again, and you need to have it cleaned again. And Joel and his team have been getting people multiple cleanings. Please call them for help. 720-715, all zeros. 720-715-0000. That's coclaims.com on the internet, coclaims.com. Ideal Home Loans will get you your ideal home loan. And you know what? You don't even have to ask about it. They listen, then they lend. If you need cash out, they can do that. If you need to lower your term, lower your payment, or shorten your term, you can do 15 or 30 or any term in between. It's all customized to you. And if you close and rates go down, they refinance you free of charge. That's Ideal Home Loans for your next Ideal Home Loan, 303-867-7000. You know, a lot of people like Ideal because they're direct mortgage lenders and they control the entire process. That means no middlemen and lower costs. And the pre-approval is like a cash deal. That's right. If you're approved, you just go out and find a house. And by the way, when you find that house, that money's already been approved and set aside for you. IdealHomeLoans.com, 303-867-7000. Buying jewelry is easy. You go in and buy it. But after you've had it a while, or you get old jewelry or old watches or old stuff and you don't know what to do with it, it's all a tangled mess and mismatched earrings, broken watches, maybe even coin collections, anything with precious metals, that's not so easy. What do? Mail it away to someone that you don't even know? Of course you don't. That's stupid. Or meet someone at a hotel room that comes through town to buy silver and gold? No. I recommend DavidEllisJewelry.com, 3rd and Clayton. David Ellis Jewelry. He's an honest guy, been in business 40 years, and Hey, he has a jewelry store, so he knows metals. He'll write you a check on the spot. 303-322-8779, and there's no obligation to buy anything at David Ellis Jewelry unless you want to, but you can get paid. 303-322-8779, 3rd and Clayton. Good barbecue, guys?
Yeah.
Good.
At first, I thought it was when I was eating.
I kept thinking it was stomach issues.
So I did my research and talked to my doctor, and we finally uncovered the truth.
It was actually EPI. Exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, is a condition where your pancreas is unable to help break down your food.
It leads to symptoms like diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools.
And EPI symptoms can be confused with those other common digestive conditions, like irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's, and celiac disease.
So getting to the right diagnosis meant being more open with my doctor about the severity of my symptoms and how often they were happening.
But there's good news. EPI is manageable, so don't wait any longer. Use the
Good barbecue like a good steak.
EPI.com.
You don't necessarily need a whole lot of sauce.
To ask if I have EPI.
Don't even get me started.
The Garden and Home Show is back after 2 years, and K&H is celebrating.
My girlfriend's granddaughter is 22.
First time ever, K&H is offering a 15% discount on
She will take. Not many keep in the house anymore because they're irritated. Hey, you want? Yeah, sorry, they want some bottle. And a small, saucer. Good. Every piece.
Chris Collinsworth, here's what's trending on.
They used to cram when she tell me, so-and-so's going to be here for. Because all I was cooking actually 1 or 2, we'll use it in salads, we'll do something with it. So I'm going to take mine off, close the lid, let hers on there, let it for 5-10 minutes. The meteor I've done, and covered in sauce. But same with barbecue.
Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use code SPORTS for a special offer when you sign up. That's code SPORTS for a special offer when you sign up. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
The sausage is good. It's not hot at all.
No, their links are pretty nice.
At KHL.com/newsletter. Breaking news, weather, sports, and more from our community. That's KHL.com/newsletter.
You go back here, man.
Here it is.
Tom Martino
here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Welcome to the show. All right, so I want to figure out what's going on with this car shield thing, so Deputy Smarty Pants is going to be calling on that. Now, Manuel, he wants to talk about a home insurance issue. What's going on, Manuel?
Well, I had a pole barn that was a 3-car garage, and it got blown away.
Wow.
And I had it got lifted up off my property on a 5-acre lot, and I was out of town, and we have USAA, which I just transferred about a year ago, full coverage on everything. And I told my wife, I said, call and report it, because I was out of town. She called and reported it, and we got about how many weeks left back? About 2 weeks after they claimed that I had my carport was in a business location. It's on my private property.
Wait, so they say that pole barn was a business structure?
Yes.
Why?
My wife had mentioned to them when she was in total panic when the building blew down. It's just a regular carport on my property, and she claimed that it was a business. There's no business on the property.
Well,
it's just my own private residence.
Okay, why did she do that?
I don't know why.
Where does she come up with a business? What does she mean? It's a business.
Why did you say it was a business? Okay, she's saying we're self-employed. We work our butts off. Everything is everything's business for us.
Okay.
But it's not a business.
I get it.
I work for Home Depot.
Yeah, I get it.
And there was nothing to do with business.
So, okay, I get what you mean. You're not trying to sneak, but what do you mean self-employed if you work for Home Depot?
Well, they refer me to work.
Like what kind of work?
Home Depots and Lowe's. Well, carpentry work.
So what does that have to do with a carport?
No, this is what my wife.
No, I know, but what
business?
But what did she say? This is our business. You got to fix it. What did she say exactly? How did she say it?
How exactly did you word it?
They said, "What is it used for?" I said, "Well."
Yeah, they asked her, "What do you use it for?" And she said, "Business." She has no concept of what the building is for. It's on a private residence, and I told them to come down and take pictures of it. They can see it's just our own private residence. They never came down.
How long ago was that?
How long ago was that? I asked for an investigation for them to come down to take pictures of it. And we sent the whole...
How long ago did it blow away, sir? How long ago, Manuel? How long?
How long did it blow away? December 15th.
Oh, man, they're not going to pay. They're thinking they're not paying. You need a public adjuster. That's what you need. Where are you located?
Public adjuster.
They take a percentage of what they collect, but they collect way more than you could ever do on your own.
That's what I was thinking.
Now, hold on. Where are you?
I'm in Old Pueblo Road in Fountain.
Okay. Matt at Paragon goes down there.
Matt at Paragon.
Paragon Services. Matt Stamford. You tell him that we recommended him directly for this, and you need help.
Okay.
Here's his number, 719
719
726
726
0020.
0020.
Now, he's real busy because of these fires, but say, Matt, if you could just do us a favor and help us out here, because this one is a screw job, Tom said, and he said you could help us.
Okay.
Now, call us back and let us know. Now, Dean says he has a comment on Howard, the guy who got screwed in that truck deal from Ghent in Greeley, Ghent dealership. They suck. He told him to shove it. He doesn't want the truck. Please just keep the $10,000 plus the $1,500 trade, and he'll move on. Now, if he doesn't, by the way, then they don't do it, I'm telling you, they're crazy, because this guy's letting him keep that money, and you know that's profit for nothing. Anyway, what is your comment, Dean?
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
My brother is actually in the business. He works for AutoNation. He told me he needs to call General Motors. They're a franchise dealer, so they have to abide by certain rules beyond what they're doing at the store. And they also have some regulations in the state level that they have to follow. They can't just screw people over and take 11.5 for nothing. So I would recommend he calls General Motors and file a complaint with them. Number two, call whoever, because the dealerships in Colorado are ran by a dealer, by the state. State runs the licensing.
Yeah.
So he needs to follow up and call the state.
Yeah, but I'm not sure there's anything. I'm not sure anything they did against their license. I know what you're saying, but
he can't just walk away from 11.5. And number two or three, has anybody seen the Moroni sticker? What the actual sticker looked like on that?
On that truck, supposedly it was, what did Mark say, 50-something thousand, 55 or something? I don't know.
I mean, because there's a broad spectrum of options and things that you can Google, but, the sticker is what he really needs to see.
I know, but no matter what, he was getting screwed. No matter what. I mean,
he's paying $5,000 over sticker in this market, I'd take the truck and not lose 11.5. But if he's losing $20,000 over sticker.
No. 30 or 40 grand over is what he's doing. So thank you. So what do you think about that pole barn? Full coverage, blown away. USAA says they won't cover it. They won't cover it because they say it was for business. Man, that's why it's very important what you say when it comes to an insurance claim. They'll listen to anything they can to get out of it.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Michael Brown in the morning and Dan.
Anyways, I got in touch with Americast. You want to follow up on it?
Now, Impact Traffic. This report is sponsored by Sam's Club.
Slow traffic on southbound I-25 between 136th Avenue and 104th, where an accident just cleared off the highway, so lanes are open, but residual delays remain. If you are traveling to the higher elevations, give yourself a little extra time. Some heavy traffic went on I-70 throughout the day-to-day are between Floyd Hill and Central City Parkway. Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather, sunny skies and mild this afternoon, and then a nice weekend ahead, dry with temperatures near 60
President's Day Monday.
but followed by an Arctic blast of cold air early next week. Currently, it's 49. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin. 6:30 KHOW.
Now's your chance to start shopping like a VIP with an exclusive offer on a Sam's Club membership. Sign up at your local Sam's Club as a new member. Just $8 when you mention the big game. Must be a new member and redeem in club. Ends February 21st. Visit samsclub.com/join like a VIP for details.
Colorado Pain Care Sport and Spine, they have really beautiful locations with all of their services under one roof, including physical therapy. What I love about Colorado Pain Care Sport and Spine is that they concentrate on pain. Now, that might sound like, well, so do all doctors, but not really. And they'll coordinate with other doctors if you want them to, and they work with insurance, all major insurance. It's a big detractor from life, pain. Don't feel like you don't feel like doing anything. I know what it's like. I've gone to Colorado Pain Care. They've helped me with both chronic pain and acute pain, and they can help you. They have a location in Lakewood, near Alameda and Union, and South Colorado Boulevard. Now, here's what you do. What you do is give them a call, and you can get right in. 303-GOT-PAIN, sometimes same-day appointments, 303-GOT-PAIN, coloradopaincare.com. And when you mention Tom sent you, you get a free water bottle, stainless steel, on your first visit. 303-GOT-PAIN. CoreScans.com. I hope you visited there after I've talked about it several times. Core Scans is the place to go to get a non-invasive core scan so you can find out the condition of your cardiovascular system. And you know what? It's nothing to play with. We have found many cases where people were on the brink, and they could have died any moment from stroke or heart attack. It's true. They look at soft plaque, not calcium scores. It's not a CT scan. It is not another kind of scan. It's only for soft plaque. And what that does is gives you vision into your cardiovascular life. Find out, because there are treatments that can stop it and reverse it if you have a problem. 720-740-2663. 720-740-2663.
How long will this bull market last? What will the next recession look like?
Prepared? Visit my website now at kurtcambier.com for free analysis. That's Kurt with a K. CAMBIER.com.
It's got to be 2 o'clock somewhere.
I'll grab it on my way out.
Won't see any left.
If there's any left.
Cambridge Investment Research Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Centennial Capital Partners are not affiliated.
I went out to the Art of Granite, and I met Mitch. I love this story. Came to America with $300 in his pocket. He starts working in granite and then decides to have his own place. Art of Granite fabricates beautiful countertops. Get this, quartz countertops. He is fabricating them daily with beautiful colors. And remember, the bathroom is always free when you have the kitchen done, and tear out and hallway is also free. Get a price on the phone, 303-386-5919. TheArtofGranite.com.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed effortlessly adjusts and responds to both of you. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Don't miss our President's Day weekend special. Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition Smart Bed, plus free premium delivery when you add a base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
If you've been hurt, you want a legal team that puts you first. That's Bell & Pollock. Hi, it's Mandy, and after getting to know these guys, I'm confident that you and your case will be taken care of and treated the right way by Bell & Pollock. They've been helping in Colorado families for over 30 years, and just really nice guys. Get the right representation you can feel good about with Bell and Pollock. Call them at 303-795-5900. That's 795-5900. Or visit championsofthepeople.com.
It's replacement window season. If your windows are drafty, difficult to operate, or costing you money on your energy bills, it's time to replace them. Champion Windows is here to help. Right now, Champion is offering buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Champion builds their own windows right here in the USA. Plus, there's no middleman markup and no bigger savings on better windows. We make the process easy. We help you choose the best design options for your home. We then built your project in our very own factory. Our install team manages your project every step of the way, and it's all backed by our lifetime guarantee. Turn your house into your dream home with more livable space in a new Champion sunroom, or enhance your kitchen feel with new siding. Now 30% off.
Pizza's going to be drilled, but there's plenty of meat left.
Yes, I figured.
Yeah.
2 free and 30% off sunroofs and siding. Plus 60 months low interest financing options. Visit ChampionSaveNow.com to schedule a free annual estimate today. All reports apply to our regular prices. Minimum purchase required. Subject to qualifying credit.
Michael Brown here for Littleton Fine Jewelry. I love small businesses that care about their customers.
Where's Mark today?
Oh, he's at home doing some, I think, contract work.
Littleton Fine Jewelry has a special gift that I know your loved one's going to appreciate. And, of course, Littleton Fine Jewelry.
He's going to be gone all next week.
We share our values.
He and Sue's going to Vegas for a week.
Call Littleton Fine Jewelry.
Shit, next week we're picking a good week to be out of here for the weather.
794-4310 or online, littletonfinejewelry.com.
There are lots of places to get national news, but for the local stories that affect you most, count on Newsbreak's new email newsletter. Right now, listeners of this show will be entered for the chance to win $1,000 when they sign up for Newsbreak's brand new email newsletter at iHeart.com/newsbreak. Get the top 5 news stories from your neighborhood delivered straight to your inbox every morning. It's completely free. Sign up at iHeart.com.
So the barbecue's good?
$1,000.
Denver's talk station.
Online at khelp.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Do you feel guilty, you guys, eating barbecue?
Why would we feel guilty?
Think about it. Why did we get the barbecue?
Because Howard brought it in as a token of thanks to our team.
That's right. And why did Howard bring it in? Because who worked on this case?
Oh, Smarty Marty.
And where is he?
Well,
not here.
He's in Florida, and we're eating his barbecue.
We can have a virtual meal.
We're eating his barbecue. Do you understand that?
I understand.
We're just telling you it was good.
303-713-TALK.
Well, this is a team effort, Tom. We got Smarty Marty involved.
Now, Diane had a roommate or somebody she was renting to who offered to sign on a loan with her and help pay half the rent to live there, help pay half the mortgage. But now she wants her money plus a return on it. She sued, and Diane, I don't know if Diane should have or not, but in any case, I think the woman did help Diane because Diane could have lost her house. She helped her stay in that house since 2016, helping her pay half the rent, the mortgage, I mean, and by helping her qualify for a loan. But now she has to pay her $100,000, so about $100,000 in a settlement. She actually, okay, some people might say it's unfair, some people say it's okay. You know, it's how you look at it. Now, the woman didn't pay half the payment altruistically. I mean, she lived there. That was her rent. So that was very reasonable rent, $1,000 she paid toward a $2,000 payment. So it wasn't altruistic. But signing on the note, she didn't have to do that. And is she entitled then, since she signed on the note, to any part of the up in value, the appreciation? Well, it doesn't matter because Diane signed a settlement for $105,000. Now she has to pay that. Plus she has a $312,000 mortgage. I suggested she get a reverse loan if she can qualify. So Diane, what I'd like to know is What did Frank Duran, the real estate man, come up with? He did a market valuation of your home?
She doesn't know. I sent that to your email.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
That it's all in your email.
I got it. I remember putting it up here, and I'm just trying to. It was really. I hope I can skim it and see it. Yeah, now I'm trying to find it. Okay, here it is. And I'm not sure what he found here. This is okay. This is what I found so far on the property. So let me see. So here it is. So we have, I'm trying to find out if she had a lien on it. That's not going to do it. It's very hard to do this live, unfortunately. I'm trying to do it while we're talking. Yeah, I can't. There's no way I can read this. So I can't read it. No, it's too involved. So it's my fault. Maybe we get Frank on or something. It really doesn't give any information here. So it doesn't.
I wish we could talk to Frank too, because he didn't call me.
There's
back
no information on here, Suze. Not one figure on here. Nothing. There's not one recording, not one lien. I don't know what this is, but it's not an O&E, so I have no idea.
Is that good or bad?
Well, I don't see anything. I mean, it's nothing. I don't have an O&E on this. I don't have any encumbrances and nothing. I have nothing on it. The attachment is incomplete. I don't think he meant to do it that way. I just think it turned out to be incomplete. There is no information on it. So here's the deal. Here's the sad deal. Let's get Frank on directly, first of all. Frank Duran. Hey, Frank, the attachment didn't have where it says encumbrances or whatever. It's blank. There's nothing there. Do you recall this O&E that was pulled on this property?
Hey, Tom, you know what? I sent the second one. I don't know if you saw that one, but yes, what it is, there's a deed of trust to Quicken Loans, and there's also a list pendens, so it's pending litigation. But basically what it shows is there is a deed of trust.
Good.
And that one looks like it was done in about 2016.
That's right. That's the one. Right. Okay. That's about 312. And the Les Pendants lawsuit one is the 105. It didn't have an amount on it, but it shows it's tied up in court. So she would have to qualify for a loan to pay both of those off to get it out of that trouble. Frank, you didn't do an analysis on that house virtually, did you? I was wondering.
No, here's what we did. Because it's Colorado Springs, Stephanie Thomas is going to help us do that portion of it, and she's going to be working on that. So we're already got the wheels in motion for that.
Okay,
and I did talk to Diane. She's a sweet little lady. I had a great talk with her this morning.
Okay. Now, that is going to be her only hope. I swear to you, her only hope is going to be to get a reverse loan if she can, but I don't know if she'll qualify, or we get a life estate. Now, Frank, you know, I don't know if you've seen many of these, but it's where an angel investor basically comes up and says, I'll invest the money to pay off this stuff, and Diane, you don't have to make any payments, just pay your insurance and your taxes, and we will let you live there the rest of your life. And then when you die, the house goes to the investor. That's, you know, they're not uncommon. We just have to find someone young enough where, you know, they don't, and they have money to invest where they would do it. You know,
right, Tom, and I also, I'm sorry, go ahead.
She's 78, so, you know, no one you know, it's a weird thing, life estates, because you buy it hoping the person, you know, die so you can get the house. And, you know, that's not a great feeling, right? But that's what a life estate is. And what were you going to say, Frank?
Oh, I was also going to say, Tom, I also put her in good contact with one of our referral list members with the reverse mortgage just to look at some different options as well.
Okay, good. See what that brings up. All right, so, Frank, we'll just have to play it by ear at this point, but thank you very much. That's Frank Duran, the real estate man. Diane?
Yes, thank you, Frank, too.
Yeah, and as soon as we find out, we'll let you know. But here's the way I look at it. I always look at worst case scenarios and best case scenarios. Best case scenario is there's a reverse loan there that you will qualify for, okay? And you can pay everything off. But that may not happen. If you don't qualify and if you can't get one, then the other option is you sell the house, you pay off the lien, you have money left over to buy another place. Maybe you buy something updated, maybe you buy a little condo, maybe you buy a bigger condo. I don't know. I'm not, by the way, and you can do it with a reverse loan by putting that money down and then getting a reverse loan, maybe, if you can qualify. But here's the deal. The third option is that life estate. If we could find someone interested in investing the money in exchange for getting that house someday. Again, that is not something that is for the faint of heart. There are people that do it, and I keep mentioning it in case someone listening might think that's a good investment for, I don't know how much money. How much did we say it was? 300 plus the 100 she owes, 425,000, I think. Now the house is If the house is worth more than that now, then that's not such a bad idea because presumably real estate keeps appreciating. So it would be a good investment for someone who can wait for that horizon as an investment. But that's about it. But, Diane, I want you to prepare yourself mentally in case it has to be sold. I hate talking like that. I really do. But if you prepare yourself mentally that you buy another place and move on, that might be, let's put it this way. It may have happened in 2016 if it wasn't for this loan. So you got to live there longer. And I know you're probably at 78 a creature of habit right now. But we would help you any way we could in the transition. If it turns out you have to sell it, we'll try to get top dollar for it, and then Frank can help you find another, or Stephanie Thomas. She's a lovely person down in the Springs. She can help you find maybe another place. So there are things. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I sure hope you guys can help me because I feel like I don't know anything, and I feel very vulnerable. So I
feel that. I know that. So, Suze, let's make sure our next step is to talk to Stephanie Thomas. All right, and let's put Kelly aware of that too, so we can get an update on this case, so it doesn't drop through the cracks. Thank you very much, dear. Hang on.
Now, impact traffic.
This report is
sponsored by Sam's Club.
Looks like it's going to fall off.
Traffic on I-25, just like the way right now as you work your way through downtown direction and southbound. Heading through the area.
It's a new history series.
Wow. 70 both directions flowing through the construction.
Pretty cool.
zone,
Yeah, history channel.
And up in the higher elevation, you do have
His
some
grandpa
heavier
was
traffic westbound I-70
airman.
approaching Central City Park.
That's a great story. There were two movies made about that.
About what?
Tuskegee Airmen. One was
About the
called
LSD experiments?
What? No.
We're talking about the
It was the fighter pilots.
That's where they
Yeah, Red Tail.
Yeah, the Red Tail.
That's a good movie.
That's where they did those fucking experiments.
Yeah, Tuskegee is where they did experiments.
Right.
But what we're talking about is
It's not that. Sam's Club membership.
Those-
Sign up at your local Sam's Club as a new member. Just $8.
Why did they have a separate
Air
Air
member
Force?
and redeeming club?
They have separate spots.
Because for a long while, until Truman came in, Truman was the one who desegregated the Army.
Ideal Home Loans for your next ideal home loan, and I mean that sincerely.
They will get you an ideal loan. They're direct mortgage lenders. If you want to pull cash out, they've worked with many people who have pulled cash out, and then they pay off high interest debt and then have a lower interest rate. And if it goes even lower, they'll refinance you free of charge. There are those people that just wanted to lower payments. Others wanted to shorten their term because you can pick any term you want. I like to put it this way. At Ideal Home Loans, you get your ideal home loan. They're direct mortgage lenders. Don't forget about the pre-approval if you're out buying. It's like a cash deal. IdealHomeLoans.com, 303-867-7000. You just heard Frank Duran, the real estate man, on. Do you hear what he's doing? He's helping us do a market valuation of that home. He'll help you do one too. Now, in the entire Denver metro area, If you're looking to see what your house would sell for, he'll give you an honest-to-God assessment and then put his money where his mouth is when it comes to listing and selling. He has stats that show he can sell for more money and sooner than the market average, way better than the market average. He sells in the top 1% as far as production goes in the entire metro area. Frank Duran is a master negotiator. Here's what I'd like you to know. He'll give you that valuation free of charge. 303-920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Fix It 24/7 has extraordinary deals on a complete extreme clean and tune of your furnace. $24. Now, why are they doing that? Because they want you to see the extent they go for their customers. So new customers only who haven't had this done yet, even if you had Fix It before, but you haven't had this done, you still qualify. $24. Get that furnace extremely cleaned and adjusted, and they will have a no breakdown guarantee. Now's the time when parts are scarce and new systems are going up in price. Get a company I know and trust in my home. Fix It 24/7. FixMyHome.com online. FixMyHome.com.
So many people have told me about Orchard, and no wonder. It's
For example, Orchard makes you a cash offer for your home. And when your home sells for more,
How much time?
you keep the difference. No longer do you have to choose between an easy home sale or the best price for your home. Let me tell you about Rudy, a recent Orchard customer. Rudy's home sold on the market for $33,000 above his cash offer. Had he gone to a home buying company, he would have missed out on that extra money. But with Orchard, he got more cash at closing. Rudy's story isn't unique. 99 out of 100 Orchard customers sell on market for more than their cash offer. Getting started is easy. You go online and enter your address at orchard.com. Takes just a couple minutes. And home listing hassles. If you're thinking about selling or curious what Orchard would pay for your home, get a no-cost, no-obligation offer at orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
Did you know nearly 1 million knee replacements were done in 2017, and that number is expected to reach 2.6 million in 2030? Hi, I'm Dr. Allen with Restore Osteo of Colorado. At RestoreOsteo.com, discover our unique Healthy Knee Protocol, an alternative approach to improving knee health. Request an appointment at any of our 5 convenient locations in Golden, Aurora, Thornton, Colorado Springs, and now Littleton. Begin your healthy mobility and healthy living journey today by visiting RestoreOsteo.com. That's RestoreOsteo.com.
I was going to say usually.
Yeah. So you're getting excited too about your trip?
Yep. Really excited.
It's another hour, then you're off for 9 days.
Yep. Be nice.
Sounds like
Just taking the RV?
No, we're flying. We're flying out to Vegas on Monday morning.
Let's hope you beat the snow.
Let's just hope.
It's supposed to snow.
Monday.
Oh,
It's supposed
really?
to be below zero Tuesday and Wednesday, so timing it perfectly.
80%
Yeah,
chance.
be the hell out of here.
Well, if you get out, you're hitting a great week because Monday is snow, Tuesday is snow, Wednesday is snow, Thursday the high is going to be 12 degrees.
I don't like it snowing when I'm out of town because of my kids. Tommy, with that Diane lady, real quick, what do we need from Stephanie? Because I want to get that going before I go out of
Things
town.
it'll bring when she sells it.
Say that again?
What does she think it'll sell for?
What does she think it'll sell for? Okay.
And what does she think it'll appraise for?
Appraise and sell for.
When it's time to buy a new home, lower your house payment to accelerate your debts, so you can Mortgage Shopper and the go-to guy in Colorado. The Mortgage Shopper shows Saturday afternoons at 3 and Sunday mornings at 9.
Now, which is a better shot?
Considering a pension buyout, a
I'll be down with the
what
world.
to do with your 401k?
Little drift to the right.
Your retirement, and I can help. 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604.
Denver's Talk Station wants to help you out.
Like I've always said, Kevin,
I think you just like
I don't like to brag, but I am probably the worst basketball player west of Mississippi. I never could master that sport.
Well, I'll tell you a secret.
But
Sponsored by Guirees.
what?
You need to fuck it
Oh.
out. I'm serious. I did all the same sports. I did gymnastics, I did swimming, I did.
Just couldn't do basketball.
I wasn't trying to do basketball or football.
Hey, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713. 8255. Joan has a shout out for Petty Details. By the way, Petty Details on our referral list. He's a guy that basically helps you fight for the value of your car, whether it's being totaled and you don't agree with the insurance company's price, or
no, I haven't.
Or if you are basically arguing about diminished value, he helps you. All right, Joan, are you there? Joan, are you there?
I'll be right there. Yes.
So what are you talking about? What did Petty Details do for you?
They gave me the diminished value on my daughter's 2013 Honda Accord, which was totaled on the 11th of February. They got back to me within 24 hours, and I was just really pleased with their help. I don't know how they can do that for free, but they did verify that the insurance estimate was comparable to what it should be.
Wow, that is really good. So you don't feel like you're being screwed by them, by the insurance company. Who is your insurance company?
California Auto Association.
Well, thank you very much for letting us know that. That's Petty Details. And, Suze, isn't their website, I keep asking you this, is it pettydetails.com or is it something else?
It's pettydetailsllc.com.
Yes. And then he also has a diminished value something.
Diminishedvalueexperts.com.
Okay, good.
But I think they like Petty Details LLC is a little easier.
And also they're on the referral list at referralist.com. Richard, what's going on with your property management company? What's happening?
My roommate and I moved into this apartment January 29th.
Okay.
And we haven't had hot water since before we moved in.
Wait a minute. You've never had hot water in a brand new place? I mean, when I say new to you. You moved in January, no hot water. What are they? Is it an apartment house or is it what is it?
It's a condo. It's an apartment. We rent it.
Are you renting from the place, like a management company, or from that owner?
A property management company.
Okay. And are they managing it for one owner, or is it like an apartment building?
To be honest, I don't know.
Okay. So you moved in. What do they say about it?
They've sent people out 3 separate times, and it's still not fixed, and the fixes haven't lasted over 2 days.
Well, that's ridiculous. I mean, so that's one of the things for habitability standards. I mean, if they don't fix it in a reasonable time, they have to do something about it or let you out of the lease or you rent credit or something. Have they offered you anything?
They have talked about giving us rent credit, but it was less than $400 for the time that we have been out.
How much was the rent credit?
The rent credit is $391 and some change.
How much is your rent?
Rent is $21.95 a month.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
The fantastic.
Well, it's better than not the hot stick in the face, like they say. Offer rent credit of $391. Is that what he said? On a $2,300 rent.
$2,100.
What do you think? I mean, that's like what part of that?
20%. I mean,
well,
they should pay for a hotel until they get the hot water fixed.
Yeah, but $391 doesn't do that.
Winter is here, but it's not
I think you're
to get a complete
assuming that the person they're sending out is actually fixing it too, so they may be in it.
Catch things before they turn into expensive problems. Turn to the experts you trust. Plumline Services, earning your trust since 1998. Now with a second location serving clients in Boulder, Longmont, and more. Service at home. Servants at heart. Schedule online. PlumlineServices.com. No phone call, no hassle, no wait. PlumlineServices.com.
I do like that Anthony's pizza though. That all the pizzas
are available everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app. Number 1 for music.
Right out by me where there is one. It's such a pain in the ass to get in and out of the parking lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
ABC News.
It's off of Union and Alameda, basically.
Okay.
You go a little north, there's Starbucks. Sometimes you get in the parking lot, you're stuck.
Oh, because of the Starbucks?
It's like an L-shaped parking lot, so there's no out.
Oh.
And it's packed.
So the best thing to do is just park on the street and run in.
There's no alternative to diplomacy.
How about can you?
It's Union, and the guy next door has signs not for Starbucks customers, you will be charged.
Well, you're not going to Starbucks.
Well, they're very specific.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In Minneapolis,
Is it delivered? They deliver.
Do they?
Oh, yeah. How do you
Well, how do
think
you think you got here? Yeah, duh.
And I used to get it all the time from my
Yeah,
local
it's
games.
not a bad idea. Yeah.
Taser when she fired. Wright's family called the sentence a slap on the wrist. The U.S. is announcing it's lifting a ban on inspections of Mexican avocados. This is ABC News. Former President Trump is firing back after a judge ordered him and his two eldest children to answer questions under oath. New York's Attorney General is looking into the Trump organization's business.
This uses the same cast of characters every time, or different days, different guys.
Well,
Dr. Joseph Castro.
we've got our regulars. We've got our regulars. I'm calling you guys regular. There's about 25 of them. But right now, 69, 70 people.
So this is on Facebook.
This is YouTube right here. On Facebook, there's a stream, but there's only 3 people.
Allegations and retired in 2020 as part of a settlement. Castro even agreed to write him a letter of recommendation to help him find work elsewhere. That's sparked a protest by Fresno State students. Todd Ants, ABC News.
So it's just Troubleshooter on YouTube or
one of the worst ones in decades. Hurricane force winds and led to troubleshooters, flight cancellations.
I'm going to text you live stream the whole thing.
ABC News.
Because that's what I do. It's like
there's too many.
There's too much to it. For me, I'm old. I can't remember shit.
Well, I panic when they want to reset my password.
Oh.
I want my old password to get a new one.
Man.
I'm like, I had it saved for a damn reason, because I don't know what the hell it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dell Technologies President Say Business
I
sales
use that passlock, save passwords.
5% on the calls. And is here to work from anywhere with fast free shipping.
What do you
Dell
use?
Technologies
I'm pretty sure it's called passlock.
So now it's the time for incredible savings on PCs, along with servers, monitors, and docks, all with free shipping and quick installation and
Because that way I can just put random passwords together because I'm not remembering them anyway. If you ever need it, you can just go into your vault, they call it, you can look it up.
Yeah.
That way there's no consistency in any password. It's just random dribble.
103.
Which is preferable anyway.
Yeah. You can put a gun in my head and tell you what it was, because I didn't do it when I logged it.
Unfortunately, as we've moved to 2022 so far, we have about an 18% increase in some of these priority
720.
response times, increase
218
more time to get to those calls.
694.
It says they've had about a 4% increase in calls for service.
Oh, I already have the idea.
Denver Mayor Michael Hancock says Denver is
since
affordable
you're that.
housing
Oh, cool.
program.
That works makes sense.
Solution.
We got to continue to do everything we can to push supply, to grow density in our city, so that people want to live and work in our city as can work and live in our city.
Hancock says improving the affordable housing must be a market solution, not a government case.
No, you're not, AM. You're not a pain to me. I love all of you guys. As long as you stay on this page right here. And gals. There's a few gals out there. They stay quiet, though. They don't want to mess around with you knuckleheads. They read what you type, so they know better than to mess with you.
Mostly sunny and mild for your Saturday, about 9 near 60. It's 47 right now in Denver. With your in-5 traffic and weather, I'm Janine LaRose, 630 KHOW.
Now's your chance to start shopping like a VIP with an exclusive offer on a Sam's Club membership. Sign up at your local Sam's Club as a new member. Just $8 when you mention the big game. Must be a new member and redeem in club. Ends February 21st. Visit samsclub.com/join like a VIP for details.
Ideal Home Loans has a better plan. They can help you with that consolidation, but get it over with quickly.
We worked with a customer recently who called. They wanted to consolidate their bills. We were able to do that. They were saving a grand total of $1,100 a month. We showed them how to take $600 of that $1,100, apply it back towards the new mortgage. They are going to be completely debt-free, mortgage and all, in just over 12
Ideal Home Loans has a program to fit you. They don't just have one size fits all. In fact, they don't even do that when it comes to approval.
The Great Reset, Glenn Beck, Fall of a Bridge.
Is trying to tweak your credit even further to get you better pricing.
I typed in The Great Reset, Glenn Beck.
It goes along with their 3-week
And I
guarantee.
replied, Fall
Does
of
he
a
talk
Bridge.
about the Great Reset a lot?
I don't know. I don't listen to him. He's a popular person, Glenn Beck, this is.
I haven't heard from him in a long time.
Tom, you're the only talk radio personality I listen to.
As it should be.
I mean, absolutely.
Well, you're here.
I'm talking about it all. I'm sippy. I'm talking about it all.
It's hard to listen to somebody else while you're sitting in the studio.
Denver's Talk Station has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Win. That's win. Enter it now at khow.com. Keep listening to win with a $12K a day giveaway. This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom
Martino.
Welcome to the show. I'm Tom, solving problems, answering questions, taking complaints, making your life a little easier. This hour brought to you by RealCBDThatWorks.com. Don't forget RealCBDThatWorks.com. 30% off, Tom, in the promo code for all your CBD products, including antiviral formulations. And also cosmetics with anti-inflammatory property. That's RealCBDThatWorks.com. All right, so what's going on, Krista? What's going on in your life? Hello, what's going on? Crystal?
Tom, I called you guys because...
Yeah.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can now. What's happening?
Okay. Last November, I called because I was having trouble finding a roofer to return my calls and do work in Fort Collins, north of Fort Collins.
Mm-hmm.
And I called you guys, and you said Colorado Best Roofing would be a good person to call. And I called, and they just responded so well, so quickly. They really fought with my insurance company to get the most out of the claim.
Good.
Steve came all the way up here and met with my husband and I on the weekend, and I couldn't say more nice things, and I was so pleased. So thanks so much.
Well, that's
for that
good.
referral.
I really appreciate you telling us about it because we take the referral list seriously, and I appreciate it. Thanks. That's Krista. Good news. Now, Richard, man, this is a tough one. He moves into a condo in January, never had hot water. That's a habitability issue. They offered rent credit. Is it fair? $391 a month. What do you do with that? I mean, what do you do if you don't have hot water? I mean, I don't know how they come up with the credit. It's $2,100 in rent, $391 credited. Richard, let's ask this to begin with. Is there a credit that you would be happy with?
I would be happy with like a $750 or $1,000 credit because I've had to take a couple of days off, a couple half days here and there for them to come out and keep fixing it, which cost me my wages.
And what about taking showers? Where do you go?
I have a gym membership, and I will either go there or I will go to my roommate's parents' house.
Okay. Have you told them you wanted more of a credit?
Yes, we did.
And what did they say?
That they would get back to us, but it probably wasn't going to happen.
How long is your lease?
It's 13 months. It'll end in March of 23.
You may not like this, but you have the power right now to do a constructive eviction under rules of habitability, but you may not like your option. You see, when you give that as an option to people, they say, well, what the hell? I mean, I don't want to move. But that is one of your options, is to get out of the lease. Would you want to do that?
I've looked into it, but I would prefer not to. I'm in a decent area.
If you threaten, here's what I'm asking. If you threaten them like that for constructive eviction, saying if it's not fixed within 5 days, I'm doing a constructive eviction. I'm leaving. I consider the lease breached, ended. If you do that based on habitability standards, which I'm almost positive includes hot water, do you think they would say, okay, go ahead, and they'd be relieved? Or do you think they would want to, what do you think? What do you think would happen?
I would think that they would just let the lease go through.
What do you mean? That they would let you go and not care?
Yeah, that's right.
Huh.
Yeah, I think that they would just let us out of our contract and move on.
Wow. See, and that's the gamble you take. That's the problem. That's the gamble people take for constructive evictions. So what do you want us to do? Because really the only power we have is that constructive eviction. I'd like to know what reason they're giving you.
What's wrong with the hot water?
Yeah, that's right.
Serious or complicated problem?
That's what I want to know. Is it just your unit?
Yeah, it seems to be just our unit.
And when they come in to fix it, do they go into just your unit? Is it a local water heater in a closet there?
Yep.
I can't see why they can't fix it. I mean, it's not magic. They just replace it. I mean, what did they say was wrong with it?
The first time they said that the fuse panel wasn't wired up, which it was, because we looked at it the day before you came.
So is it an electric water heater?
Yes, it is. Yep.
They're easy to replace. I mean, do you know, did you go over to, is it a blowing circuit? Is it popping the circuit?
It's not flipping a breaker off. It's not doing anything like that.
So it's just not heating it?
Yes.
How big is it?
It's a 50-gallon water heater.
Have you had an independent contractor come out and look at it and see what's wrong?
No, he hasn't paid
no,
for one.
Not.
The last one that was there when?
Tuesday.
And what did they say? We'll be back?
They replaced the elements, which were bad.
Okay.
And then less than a day later, it stopped working again.
There's something wrong. I mean, so it's not like they're not trying. They are. You're just frustrated.
Management company's probably frustrated too. They're paying the bills.
They seem like they don't care, the property management, because me and my roommate both work 8 to 4, and they don't want to send someone out after hours most of the time because it's classified as an emergency call.
Why do they need you there? Why can't they just let them in?
In the lease, it says that someone has to be in the...
Man, what a pain in the ass this is. I mean, this is crazy.
In the lease, it says that they can get in if they want to, but they require someone to be there.
You can understand that if they're having a third party.
But, Doc, why are they having... Do you know the name of the company that came to look at it?
The plumbing company?
Yeah, do you know the name?
It's called DEMA Plumbing, D-E-M-A.
DEMA Plumbing. Okay. What do you think, Doc? I mean, I think this guy has a right to be pissed off.
You know, if it's a question of him not wanting to move, for a couple of bucks, I would have one of our referral people go over there, figure out what's going on, and give him an honest answer as to what needs to be done.
You know what? Go ahead, Suze.
So Umbrella Plumbing just emailed me. He's listening. Thermostat on electric water heater is not working correctly. Just had this problem last week.
He thinks it's the thermostat. Our Umbrella Plumbing, good guy. Do you know, Richard, did they check the thermostat?
They did. They said it was working. We've also checked it, and...
Do you know what, though? I think Doc had a great idea. It's a pain in your ass, but guess what? You're getting a $300 and something credit. You can afford to hire someone. Now, you can ask for it back once you find it out to get somebody out there, somebody real, to find out what's wrong with it and pay for the service call. I'm serious. Now, or call the management company and say this. Here's what you say. If I hire a company to come out, will you pay for the repair? Because I have a company who guarantees to find the problem for a flat rate. Then fixing it's another story. But will they cooperate with you if you did it?
I don't know if they would. I can find out.
Ask them. Say, look, you know, I call this guy. He's got a list of people. He knows that they guarantee they'll fix it. This is not magic. There's something wrong, and it's got to be fixed. Okay? I don't know. I mean, that's all we can offer. Or you just pay the diagnostic fee and get them out there. And what they'll do is they'll come out and diagnose it and tell you exactly what's wrong with it. That's what I would do. I mean, I know you got to invest, but you're paying. It's not going to be that much money. I mean, Fix-It claims for $24, they'll come out and find any problem and give you the complete estimate on what it is to fix it. And if you have it fixed, they'll credit you the $24. If they do that, if they go out there and do that, you can call them while they're there and saying, look, they can fix this right now for this much money. Can I get it done? Then you get full rent back. I mean, come on. They can't be that stupid. But I would take matters into my own hands, Richard. I really would. And the ones who guarantee to find the problem, no matter how long it takes, where you pay $24, is Fix-It 24/7, fixmyhome.com. Doc, do you have any follow-ups? No?
Yeah, on AmeriGas.
On that, wait, which AmeriGas?
The lady called up and said that she had no propane in her tank. And
and they said you pay your bill, you go it on the schedule. She paid it 6 days ago.
And so I called them up, and we got an emergency delivery. They promised they would be there within the next 24 hours. And I gave her my personal phone number.
Good.
If they don't show up, I will get on their case again.
All right, good.
Doc.
But they promised to be there within 24 hours.
That's really good work. Really good work. 303-713-8255.
Do roller coaster stock markets make you nervous? With such frequent ups and downs, don't let market volatility derail your retirement. Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, Saturday on 630 KHOW. If you're concerned about the markets, call today to schedule a complimentary review of your portfolio. Call 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604. Or online, yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
SimplyFloorsInc.com. That means you'll have your floor coverings. Simply Floors Inc. And they'll come to you. If you're looking for carpeting, they have carpeting in all price ranges. All you have to do is take a look. If it's for a rental, you want one. Maybe you want for your dream home. You know, Buddy and Karen Mitchell, they'll help you decide. They also have design consultants free of charge to help you coordinate your flooring into your project, no matter what it is, whether it's carpeting, luxury vinyl tile. They have all the hardwoods, laminates, and engineered floors as well. Make your own appointment at simplyfloorsinc.com. They have better installers, free design consultants, better financing, and most of all, better pricing. simplyfloorsinc.com. Frank Duran, the real estate man. You heard me talk about Frankie. What did I say? He'll come out and do a market valuation of your home, complimentary for the asking. Let's talk about finding a place. He can do that too. They have a great buying team at frankduranhomes.com, also frankdurantherealestateman.com. So no matter what it is, buying, selling, or a free market valuation, they never hold you to a long-term contract because they want to make sure you're happy every day. That's frankdurantherealestateman.com, 303-920-1622.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet.
The biggest problem is if you have a bad baby. Because then you're talking about care the rest of your life. And all my 40 years, I never had a bad baby. Never had a baby that came out with any kind of birth problem.
So much of that is unpredictable. I mean,
well, absolutely.
That's probably the biggest cost of all this litigation.
Yep. I'm tentatively on for the 2nd of March.
I always told my patients, if I did a C-section, I always tell my patients, you rather have a healthy baby on your belly or a scar.
You can't come in here.
Not at the, probably, they literally told me that for the first 30 days, I don't need to do anything except maybe walk around the house.
Really?
Yeah.
Your car is
Did you get your surgery scheduled?
Oh, this we're talking about.
How about if I picked you up?
The 2nd of
How
March?
about if I picked you up and drove you here?
Oh, man, that would be such a chore for you.
Where do you live?
Away the fuck.
Where do you live?
Over by the airport.
Oh.
So leave 2nd of March or 2nd of April?
From their trade buyers, you'll always be taken care of and get the best deals at the sharpest price. I'm telling you.
What about if they paid
She sent it to me. I think she said March.
What about if these cheapos paid for Uber?
Yeah.
Tommy, mine too, is Mike Wolf's brother-in-law, no big deal there. Here's this kind of messed up. He's the one that's been holding the longest. Car stolen, DPT, impound, finds it, and it never tells they found it. Fast forward 2 months later, they sold it. So he didn't even know it was found. So anyway, that's the story. I don't know if we can do anything.
Was Denver blue?
What about Uber Eats? They paid for Uber.
I need to talk. What I need is to talk to the doctor about my motion.
Right.
And what he's telling me is that my recovery is going to be 90 days. And he's telling me that the first 30 days of that, I should do no more than eat, sleep, and walk around a little bit.
Okay.
That's what he's telling me. Because I told him, I said, I sit up in the studio, okay, in a chair.
Right. You said, don't do that?
He said, the first 30 days, don't do much of nothing. So I'll figure it out.
I guess
like trying to get a straight answer from a doctor.
Yeah, especially a doctor's practice.
I guess what I'm saying is, if you're sitting home watching TV, how's that any different than sitting here watching?
Exactly. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Well, it's the getting up here.
It's
Well, no, but if you get Uber over, so he doesn't have to drive.
Getting in and out of the car. Doing
Yeah,
that
but
kind of thing.
that would be the only hassle, getting in and out of the car.
I'd give it at least a week before
I'm going to give it up.
I'm just saying, until you even think about trying.
I'm giving it up until the surgical glue falls off my goddamn incision. I ain't going nowhere, Joe. I'm closed up. Nowhere. They're working 3 levels. And he says, I'll be lucky if they don't have to put a drain stand in the bed for it. So, if they're doing that kind of stuff, then I'm definitely not coming.
Is sponsored by Sam's Club.
Too bad you can't work from home and synchronize this stuff.
I'm Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather Team meteorologist.
You have to have
Now's your chance to start shopping like a VIP with an exclusive offer on a Sam's Club membership.
I tried to get
Well, the problem with that is that if I'm doing that, I can't make the phone calls. At first, I
tried to get him to do it, but he looked at it and said, man, that shit's too small.
No, but then my whole point of being there is making phone calls and following up.
Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK. All right. Now, we have a guy. Now, which floor is that? Which line is that? Line 2. Which floor am I on? Bobby! Let's talk, Bobby. What is happening?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, it sounds like you're not doing great. What's happening?
Oh, not doing too good at all.
What is it? What is it?
Well, my car was stolen on December 20th in Denver, in Bonnie Bray area.
Oh,
and,
really? In Bonnie Bray? Was it outside?
Yes, it was. I had just pulled up and I went around the back to help a friend. And
did you leave it running?
No, I didn't leave it running.
Holy crap!
And I heard that a lot of cars were getting
Now,
stolen.
did you have your keys in it?
No, I have my keys.
How did they steal it?
I have no idea. I don't.
Was it locked?
No, it wasn't. It was not locked.
Okay, so they hotwired it that quickly. You heard it start up and leave.
I'm not sure if they hotwired it or they had, these. It was It was a Durango, an older one, and you could pretty much start those things with just the Dodge key.
Like with what? With a generic key?
No, with the any Dodge key. You know, the tumblers get kind of bad.
Okay, did you know that, Kev?
As they get older.
As they get older, yeah. We've had it where you take the wrong customer's keys out and it starts the other car.
Keys. Okay, so let's get right to it, brother. What happened then?
Well, what happened was they took it, and I came out right away, and one of the guys had just came back around the corner, and I went back out there, and I said, well, where's my car, guys? Come on, what's going on here? This isn't cool. And, well, it was gone, and it must have been right down the street. If I turned my head, I would have seen it. But I had.
What do they do? Just drive down the street and then leave it?
Yeah, no, they took off with it and had my trailer on it and with all my tools.
Then why did they stop? What did they do?
They didn't stop. They got stolen. It's gone. It was gone.
Okay, you said it was right down the street.
No, it had to have been just right down the street because I was just a buddy of mine just came around the corner and I was walking out there, and within a minute it was gone from him. He was just out there.
Okay.
And I went out there and it was down. So if I would have turned my head, I would have seen it going around the corner.
Oh, I get it. So what's up, bro? What can we do for you?
The deal is, it got stolen. I report on it. A police officer came out, Denver, Division 2. And they took a report, and they said, okay, if there's any other information that you can tell us, then here's my card. So they left. I found the people across the street had a video. They found of the guy.
Of what? The guy that stole it. Okay, so what's going on? Did the police do anything? You have insurance? Tell me the good news part.
There is no good news. Had insurance. I have insurance, but it's not full coverage. I just have liability, so that's a bad thing. And
you don't have any comp or theft insurance?
No, sir. No, lost all tools, the car, and everything. But the thing is I found the video. The people across the street shared a video with me, and I called the number the card the lady gave me. And I couldn't get a hold of her, and I called again, and then the guy said, well, if they find the car, then they will call you right away, and you can come get it before they put it on the record. Well, I said, well, I have a video, and he said, well, they'll just call you. That's just the way it is. That's their call. So time goes on, and next week I call again. Trying to find this lady, trying to tell her my story and tell her I have a video. Well, it's
who are you complaining about?
What?
Who are you complaining about?
Well, my car is went to impound throughout this whole time.
And no one knew it. Hold on. Your car was in impound and no one knew it.
Yeah, apparently right around the same time because I talked.
You were calling saying my car is stolen. Has it been recovered?
Yeah, and every week for weeks I did.
And they would and it all that time you were calling, it was in impound.
Exactly.
Why?
I just found out. I don't know. Yesterday I just found this out yesterday. They said that apparently it's been there for a while. So I go down there. Thinking, okay, great, I'm going to get the car back. And I took all the paperwork and everything. It's gone. They sold it. They sold the car, and I called them. And they said no, they'll call you if they find it. They just were basically upset with me for calling all the time. They told me not to call, but I had to. So I did my own investigation. I ended up finding out that it was in there, and it's not. And I went down there, and the guy just gave me some numbers, .org Denver thing, and I punched in, and nothing happened. I tried to get a hold of everybody. Nobody wants to talk to me. It's a terrible thing. It's terrible. I can't.
So wait a minute. It was in impound. Since they didn't tell you, they sold it.
They didn't call me or anything. They're supposed to call me or something. No, I was never informed. It's gone.
I understand that. You were never informed, so you never went to get it.
No. I was never informed.
Then how did you find out it was sold?
I went down to the impound, the police impound, and asked and talked to the guy. And
but if you were calling every day, why did you finally decide to go down there?
Because they wouldn't let me talk to the lady. I was trying to give the lady that gave me the card. She wouldn't. Nobody would take a message, so I took it in my own hands.
But I thought you were calling every day.
I was for weeks.
And then what?
And they never told. They told me that they were looking their thing. Oh no, it hasn't been recovered. It hasn't been recovered. Don't call anymore.
Now, okay, I get it. Don't call anymore. So that's when you went down in person.
Yeah, I went down to the place because the guy slipped up. The officer on things had slipped up
and said what?
Said that there was no detective assigned to that case.
So you went down to complain.
Exactly, and I found out that it was found, and it's been a long time, and it's down at the impound, down at Denver impound.
So then you went down there, and it was already sold.
Yeah, I went down there all happy, thinking I was going to get it back, and they sold it. It's gone, and now I can't get a hold of them today either.
And now no one will talk to you about it. No one.
I have no police report or anything. I don't even know who stole it. What happened? They can't. Nobody.
Why is there no police report?
I don't know. They gave me some control number. The guy at the impound, and he said, "Well, it sounds to me like what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to get a lawyer." I'm like, well, this is not.
Was the car registered to you, or whose name's on the registration?
Yeah, it's my car.
Current address, everything.
Yeah, the title. I have the address.
I thought it was under your deceased mother-in-law's name or something.
No. It was her car, but I got it running. They let me drive it, and it's been my car. I mean, they were nice enough to her.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Who bought it? Did you say? Did you find out who bought it?
No, I don't. Nobody. They won't tell me who bought it.
Okay. Right now, somebody owes you. I mean, this is wrong. This is wrong. Are they gonna? Did they mail anything to any address? Did it have your current address on there?
Yes, everything is there, and they check it every day.
Did your registration have your current address?
It does. Yes, sir.
So, and you never got any mail saying, "Come and get your car,"
or a call or anything, and they told me to stay by my phone, and I carry my phone religiously the whole time, and I call all the time, and they got sick of me.
Bobby, I believe you. This is terrible, but you have to have a case number and a police report, right?
I can't. They won't. I try to call.
Well, hold on. When it was stolen, did you have the police come out and do a report?
Yeah, I did, and they took everything with them. All they gave me back was a card, her card.
With the case number on it.
But the case number's on it, right?
Oh yeah, and I told them the case number yesterday.
Okay, if you have the case number, you're telling me you can't go get a police report.
Yesterday I tried, and they said, and I tried to talk to the officer that did it, and they kept me on hold for like 14 minutes, and then he said, "Oh well, she's not here, and she's not coming back for a while." Not even.
You know what? We can talk. Okay, Doc can talk to a public information officer with the case number and find out the lowdown. This is wrong. If you've been calling every day, and then you go down there and find out, oh yeah, it was here every day you called. We just, by the way, we sold it, and now no one's talking to you. That's wrong. And I'd like to see the police report, and they have to give out that police report. You know, this is, and I don't know how if the city can be immune from this, but it sounds to me like it's gross negligence, and you have to put in a claim somehow, and you have to figure out how to do it properly. But it just, everything about it sounds wrong.
Yeah, it is wrong. You know, the worst thing is it was my girlfriend's mom's, and she just died, and they let me have the car. I just feel terrible about it. I lost their car. You know, it's my car. I bought it, you know, from her dad, but I was going to keep it. You know, I fixed it up for the family. You know, just so they had it.
I get it. I get it. Listen, I believe you.
I'm a little confused. The registration, did you have it transferred to you? Is it registered to you or to your dead mother-in-law? What?
No, it's in my name. It's all mine.
Everything was transferred to him. Okay. Everything. They gave it to him, or gave it to him for a good price. I don't know. Did they give it to you, or did you buy it?
No, No, I bought it. I bought it from her dad and for $500.
Okay.
And I have the title right here. It's in my hand. Right here. It's in my name.
What kind of car is it, and how much is it worth?
I want to know.
99 Durango.
Yes, it is. A 99 Durango.
It's not worth much, but it's worth something.
It wasn't all great and everything, but it got me to work. It had all my work tools in it. A trailer was work tools. My boss's work tools.
Wait, did they take all the tools?
Yeah, they took everything that I have. I've had to get borrow things so I can
This sucks, man. I mean, this sucks.
Does he have homeowners insurance to cover the tools?
Well, yeah, we looked into that, but see, he's building a house over in that area, doing a pop top, and through he got one of his things replaced, but they had they're not going to replace anything of mine.
He said the other guy did. He doesn't have insurance. This kid doesn't have homeowners.
He's my boss. He's my boss, and they gave me money to buy a demo saw, and that's all the money that he actually got. But they were just being nice to him. I don't know how.
Who was being nice to him?
How the people that gave him the money for what he lost in my truck. One of the things that he lost.
Who are the people that gave him money?
The people that are building the house for.
Oh, I see. But he didn't get any insurance money.
No,
they don't have insurance for that. This sucks, man. Jeez. I mean, this is a big injustice. I get you. No, really, it is. If your car was stolen, and the fact that you were hounding them about it, and then they sold it.
Yeah.
Not to sound funny, but what if he were to file another report? Because it's technically stolen from him again.
Yeah. The car is still his.
Yes, that's why I said.
I don't know. Did they go through the legal channel I don't know how they sold it.
Because that's what they do. They're a junkyard. They auction things off and they get a different.
Yeah, but it seems to me they would need more than 30, 45 days to sell, Tom.
Right.
Something's missing.
It's been the 20th since the 20th of December.
Oh, it was when was it sold?
Tom.
When was it sold?
I don't know. They won't tell me. They won't tell me. I can't get any information. The guy he gave me.
If you do a VIN number search, you'll find out who owns it now.
Right. I guess it just happened.
Doc,
I just found out
I think the public information officer, they owe this guy at least some answers on when it was sold and why it was sold, and if they notified him, huh?
And who took it?
Well,
and what happened to the person that took it? Maybe they caught somebody, and I'd like to know what happened, really.
Hold on.
Doc, if they caught the person, they used, like when my car was stolen a couple months ago, and they caught the person, they sent me a statement saying, do I want compensation? And so, or do I want to go to the hearing to make a victim statement?
I think you're going to find there's something screwy with the title and the name or address. Something is, or they just completely dropped the ball, which is not usual.
At some point in this conversation, we said no detective was assigned to the case.
But they don't always assign detectives to
I get it, but for him to know that.
Well,
and for that maybe to be a place where it falls through.
What do you need to do? First one is go down to the police.
But the impound is run by the sheriff. They're not run by the Denver Police Department.
Oh, it's not?
That's the sheriff's department.
Really?
So the impound is completely different than the detective police. It's not the same hierarchy. Yeah.
Now's your chance.
So what you need to do is go down to the precinct in person and with the case number say, this is my case number, I need the case report. That's all he has to do. Make the phone call, just get the runaround.
Public Insurance Adjusters of Colorado told us something very, very important the other day.
They said, in the houses that had contamination from the fire up to 5 miles away, where they had soot and debris and stuff in their home, they didn't even know they had. Some people had thousands of dollars to clean up their home. You're not going to believe this. In some of those cases, that soot, that smoke, the ash came back, and they don't even know it. What they're doing at Public Insurance Adjusters of Colorado is warning people, if you've been cleaned once, it's possible you need another cleaning because it comes back. Because it took a while for everything to settle down. If you doubt at all that you've been treated fairly, or if you have any kind of an insurance claim, whether a direct loss from the fire, maybe you had surrounding, waste and debris, or you had your own fire away from there, maybe a kitchen fire, or you have any insurance claim, Public Insurance Adjusters of Colorado will evaluate that claim free of charge, whether the insurance company has already looked at it or not. You can contact them at any time during the claim, before, during, even after, and they can reopen it. COClaims.com. COClaims.com. 720-715-0000. 720-715-zeros. Ideal Home Loans for your next ideal home loan is not just a saying, it's a fact. You can get an ideal loan. What does an ideal loan look like? Well, first of all, it's ideal to your circumstances. That means you get to pick whatever term it is. It's ideal also because they will refinance you if rates go down free of charge. It's also ideal if you need to pull cash out, or lower your payment, or shorten your term. You fit it to your lifestyle. You may want to pull cash out to pay off high-debt credit cards, or maybe make home improvements. IdealHomeLoans.com. Another thing is the pre-approval, which is like a cash deal. The money's set aside in your name. You've already been approved. You go out and find a house, your offer goes to the top because you have no contingencies for loan approval. You've already been approved. 303-867-7000, idealhomeloans.com. The art of granite is the art of doing countertops the right way. Any countertops, not just granite. They do marble and quartz and quartzite and any kind of man-made material, any kind of natural stone. And you get materials for wholesale. You also get the bathroom done free when you do the kitchen. You also get tear out and haul away free. That's all from theartofgranite.com. Wholesale on all materials as well. If you want to do business, call them. Get a price. They're proud of their pricing. Theartofgranite.com. 303-386-5919. 386-5919.
It's time to get locked and loaded at the Tanner Burton Show. This Friday, Saturday at the Arapahoe County Fairgrounds. You will find out
This is wild.
to find used firearms.
There's 4 kids you need?
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, that too.
Doctor, if I were you, I wouldn't even screw with the police and take it right to the sheriff's department, try to tell them anything why that car got sold. Because then the police report and everything else are going to tell you anyway.
Yeah, run you in the fight.
Yeah, it's just, I'd go right to the sheriff's department. That's who runs you.
Okay.
Say, hey, you got a problem.
All right.
You still need case numbers.
Yeah,
that's how it's.
I'll get the case number.
But they're not that efficient to be able to impound a car and 60 days later sell it.
Hey, Doc. Yeah. The YouTubers think you're on Tinder swiping to the right a lot. What? Oh, then I'm on Tinder. They think you're on Tinder swiping to the right a lot. Your matey put the phone down.
No, I've been checking news stories. I'm not on Tinder yet. I think there's probably an age limit on Tinder. I'm way beyond the age limit.
You just need to find somebody younger with a fetish.
Right.
There you go. There you have it. The old men fetish is on hard to find. You got $2.
Like getting credit for everything you do, we created 102 reasons to switch to the Jackson Hewitt tax code this year. The first 100 reasons, you'll get $100 to switch. Yep, $100. Reason 101, we'll track down every last tax credit so you get every dollar you deserve. 102, we guarantee your biggest refund. Want to discover reason 103? Book an appointment to the participating locations and get credit for everything we do.
So if I'm doing a channel, okay,
Available participating locations are new.
and I too long, it automatically goes to the top.
Near historical low mortgage flats lawn. So find a new home. Goals are lender you can count on for competitive rates, low fees, over
We go back to
loan
where you
products,
just left
and
off.
thousands of loan consultants to help make sure you get the home you want. Call now for your no obligation pre-approval. 866-888-LOAN. 866-888-LOAN. Or go to LoanDepot.com. Loan Depot, where home means everything. Rates are subject to change. Equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 17445. Licensed in all 50 states. It's the Dan Kaplan Show.
After 4 to 6.
Maybe a weekend.
Restrict your freedoms, well, that's all.
Can't get mad.
Faces while crime explodes. I'll join you again Monday on the Dan Kaplan Show. It's impossible.
Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Welcome to the show. We're going to give Deputy Doc to talk to the public information officer at the police department. That's where we start. We give him a case number, and we say, look, this guy has been calling every day. And then he goes down there in person, and they say, oh, yeah, your car's been here the whole time, and now it's sold. We just got to figure this one out. Bobby.
Kevin said that the sheriff's department takes care of the impound lot, not the DPD.
Okay, Bobby, are you sure it was Denver Police Department and not the sheriff's department?
No, the guy at the says the card that they gave me, Denver Police Department. Then I went down there, and then the guy wrote down the thing, and it says DPD government.org something.
I'll figure it out. I'll get in touch with Bobby.
But yeah, I sent her a picture of my title. It's just from a different phone number. It's not from my phone number. She has a picture of my title that you're.
Bobby, I'll get in touch with you and we'll get this straightened out.
Yeah, we'll try to figure out what's going on, man. Andrew, you have kudos for affordable interest mortgage. What's going on?
Affordable interest mortgage. Now, Tom, this is a quickie, so watch your dinger.
Okay.
But I have a full-on. I talked to Bob over there. Please call them. You know, amazing people, 720-895-0500.
Wow, this guy sounds like he works for him. Anyway, go ahead.
Talk to Bob. I have my parents that live in Texas. He's not licensed in Texas, but he went above and beyond over the last 2 days to find them a mortgage lender that got them closing costs at an amazing price, and it's a done deal.
Isn't that amazing? They didn't even get to do the loan. They just did that to be good.
They did.
That is something.
That's what they do.
I love hearing that. That is really cool, man. And no, that is really cool. That you're just calling to say, hey, they were good people and they did us a solid.
They're good people. They did us a solid, and that's thanks to your referral.
Well, okay, man. That's affordable interest mortgage, AImortgage.net, or you can go theliquidloan.com, theliquidloan.com. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate that. Leanne, this sounds terribly serious. What's going on, Leanne?
So in September of last year, my daughter was sexually assaulted at school.
Like, how seriously? I mean, all sexual assault is serious, but what I mean is, are you talking about a full-blown rape? Are you talking about fondling? What are you without getting graphic, of course?
I'm talking about fondling.
And who did it I don't mean a name, but like, was it a teacher or a student or what?
It was a student.
And was that student punished?
No.
How do you know? Well, did your daughter report it?
Yes. So she did go to the school. He had done it a few days, and she, for a few days, and then she kept telling him to stop. Finally, she told someone at the school, and I got a phone call, went down there. I've been down there multiple times. When they told me it was on a Thursday, they told me they were going to investigate the situation.
Yeah.
So I waited. I figured Friday, okay, they're going to investigate Friday. I'll probably hear something by Monday.
Did they investigate at all?
No, they haven't.
Come on. Why would they not investigate a sexual assault? How old is your daughter?
14.
Okay, hold on a sec. Hold on.
That doesn't sound like. Why would they do that?
Too much liability not to.
Yeah, I know.
through there. Up to the north, a crash on northbound I-25 about a mile past Harmony is blocking the right lane. That's jamming things back to the Windsor exit. Everything else around the metro area, just the usual Friday afternoon volume slowing, with no other major problems being reported. Box 31 Pinpoint Weather, plenty of sunshine this afternoon. We'll drop down into the mid-20s overnight tonight. Mostly sunny and mild tomorrow for your Saturday with a high near 60.
Invite them to be where, MHOA?
Sunday, it's 44 right now.
What are you going to be doing in Omaha? Omaha?
Now's your chance to start shopping like a VIP with an exclusive offer on a Sam's Club membership. Sign up at your local Sam's Club as a new member. Just $8 when you mention the big game. Must be a new member and redeem in club. Ends February 21st. Visit samsclub.com/join like a VIP for details.
O'Brien Legal Services, OLSlaw.com. Unmarried couples buying a home need agreements. Selling, if a seller wants to finance it. If you're that seller, you need to write up the contract properly. What about all the buying and selling documents, the loan docs, the leases, complicated deals, whether residential or commercial? You need consultation from a real estate attorney. What about disputes like property lines, fence issues, easements, access, adverse possession, and liens? OLSlaw.com. At your service, our real estate expert, 720-370-7388. 720-370-7388. OLSlaw.com. Core scans. You've heard me say it. Core scans. I hope now you act on it. Core scans. That means if you want to know the condition of your cardiovascular system, you can get it done for $189. And before you say, I don't want to know, of course you do. You can save your life. We have documented cases where people's lives were likely saved by this. You can do the same thing. I hope you waste your money. I hope nothing's wrong. At $189, I hope they find you clear. But if you do have soft plaque, and that's what we're talking about, not calcium scores, you can reverse it. You can stop it. By the way, soft plaque is sometimes turned in to calcium, and that's actually better than the alternative. So calcium scores mean very little. What you want to know is your soft plaque score. 720-740-2663, 720-740-2663. A lot of people have damages in a storm. They get water intrusion, they get roof damage, they get, siding damage, windows, on the inside, drywall, who knows, bathroom damage, decks, outbuildings. All of your damage can be handled by a full-service home improvement company, Genesis TotalExteriors.com. Genesis not only takes care of your insurance claims, but if you want a home improvement, you won't find better than Genesis. I've known Mark for years. 303-679-8509.
How long will this bull market last? What will the next recession look like? Are you financially prepared?
Visit my website now at KurtCambier.com for your free portfolio analysis. That's Kurt with a K, CAMBIER.com. Securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research, Inc., a broker-dealer, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisor representative, Cambridge Investment Research Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Centennial Capital Partners are not affiliated.
Great news from Rocket Mortgage. You could unlock more cash than you realize from your home's equity with a cash-out refinance today. In fact, in the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%. That means you could unlock thousands of dollars. And with Rocket Mortgage, you could unlock all that cash in less than 3 weeks. But you've got to act right now before rates go up, because nobody knows how long these low rates will last. Put your hard-earned money to work. Make your life better. Build a home office. Remodel your kitchen. Or simply save that cash for a rainy day. Today's rate on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 3.25%, 3.48% APR. So you can lock in a great low monthly payment. When you're looking to unlock the cash in your home, Rocket 8338-ROCKET today, or go to rocketmortgage.com. That's 8338-ROCKET, or go to Rocket Mortgage. Rates current as of 12/12/21. Call for question information. Conditions unless resulted in station unless customer access not open. 30 call 800-490-1233 for disclosures and cost information.
That dinner was delicious. What's next?
I'm thinking just the check.
Do you frequently have gas, bloating, diarrhea, stomach pain, or loose oily stools after eating? One or more of these symptoms could be a sign of exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, and it may be time to Talk to your doctor.
If you have EPI, Creon may be right for you. Creon, paperlipase, is an oral prescription medication that treats EPI. Creon replaces enzymes you may be missing to help you break down food properly.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Do not chew capsules or contents as this may cause mouth irritation. Tell your doctor if you have unusual or severe stomach pain, bloating, trouble passing stool, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, worsening of painful swollen joints, or allergic reactions. Other side effects may include changes in blood sugars, gas, dizziness, or sore throat and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Talk to your doctor about Creon, the #1 prescribed EPI treatment, and visit gocreon.com. That's GOCREON.com. Or call 1-800-633-9110.
What's up, Nuggets fans? It's Jamal Murray here to tell you about Orchard. If you're looking to buy a home but want to skip all the stress, it's time for a mid-game adjustment. Orchard lets you move into your new home before you even sell your old one. Orchard turns you into a cash buyer so you can win in a competitive market. And it doesn't cost you any more money than traditional real estate. Orchard is the same game, but new rules. So get out there and win the home you want.
Orchard, the new way to home, is a proud partner of the Denver Nuggets. Get started at orchard.com. Denver's talk station wants to help you out with your holiday bills. Every weekday, it's the 12K a day giveaway. 12 chances a day to win $1,000. Just listen at 5 past the hour for the keyword to enter at khow.com. Sponsored by Guy Reed.
Brighten your home and save 10% on Benjamin Moore paint by joining the Guy Reed loyalty program. Stop by a store or go to GUIRYS.com to sign up today. Guy Reed, your neighborhood paint store since 1899.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK. We're running out of time, so we need to continue this one. We're going to talk to her, though. Leanne, listen, this is serious stuff.
Yeah.
Why? I need to know this. Why did they not investigate? Are you saying they just totally gave the guy a pass?
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Why? Why would they do that? It doesn't make sense to me. Why would they do it?
I'm not sure. We've requested a management plan this way my daughter can safely go from class to class without him being in the same hallway. They said they were going to do that. They have not. I've talked with Victims Advocate regularly. I have never once talked to an investigator.
Okay, we're going to continue this for sure.
How old is he?
Follow Tom Martino at Real Tom Martino and stay connected with all of us at 630 KHOW, KHOW.com, and on the iHeartRadio app. Leland Conway is next on Denver's Talk Station.